What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Gen TV podcast. As always, your boy Ease.
Hey, Wonder Sauce guy.
And as always, we have a very, very special guest in the building today. We got a boy Roman here.
Yeah, pleasure having me.
Thanks, man.
Nah, for sure. Thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Chill guy so far, man.
I try.
Word.
All right, man. So let's go with you guys.
Not much, man. I had a crazy experience this week.
What was it?
So, as we all know, I do Uber, right? So, I do Uber full time. I actually quit my job with 9 years a couple months ago, yeah. So, lately I've been, so I was driving the other day and I picked up this girl in a car, right? Mm-hmm. And she pulls up, or I go to like the drop off location. She gets out of the car, but she seems like, during the entire car ride, like, she seems like really like soft, like it's just like.
What you mean soft?
Soft in the terms of like, it's like she's trying to like be her best self in a sense, Okay. So like I wasn't talking, there was a lot on my mind around that time, like, so I wasn't really like communicating much, like, so I get in the car, or they get in the car, I'm sorry. I go to drop them off. We finally pull back
Who's
up
they?
to like.
So it's the girl?
It's the girl and her mother.
Okay.
Right? So they finally pull back up.
Paint the picture, man. Right, let me be in the car.
I didn't want to go into too many details. If you wanted, I got you. So they come to the car, right? Mm-hmm. I'm 6'4", right? So if you want the picture painted out, I got you, bro. I
already regret it.
I'll paint the picture for you, right?
I regret it. This guy, you be doing too much.
I'm a 6'4" nigga, right?
Okay,
so my seat be way back. So I hate when people get behind me in the fucking car. Like, especially when I'm doing Uber, like, bro, walk around to the other side where there's more room and shit. So she gets in the car, or she goes to like the driver's side passenger door and like opens it. And I'm like, you'll have more room if you go to the other side. She's like, all right, cool. So she slides over. Her mom does the same thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I told the mom, like, yeah, you'll have more room if you go to the other side. So she's like, all right, and like slams the door. So I'm like, oh, your mom is tight. So she was like, she'll be all right, right? So they get in the car. The car ride is like eerie silent because like the mom isn't really talking. Like she's kind of like talking through her teeth. She's bugged. She's
about to get a 1
star. Irritated.
You about to get a 1 star.
For facts. Like if the mom had booked it, I was getting a 1 star. So the mom is like, she's talking to the mom. The mom isn't really like talking to her like that. Kind of not really like engaging too much and like talking to her teeth. And I was like, damn, she's like really like upset about this shit. But my mind was just not there. Like I said, I was just like not focused on that situation. Right. So they go into the store. I didn't really get to a good look on her face, like as she like goes into the store. When she got into the car. Stop? Nah, she was going to the. They were going to the store. So, she was going to the store. I didn't get a good look when she got into the car. So I like to look at like who's in my car, like when they get out the car, right? Mm-hmm. So she got out the car. I was like, oh, she's cool. Like you feel me? So
a little sun straight.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. Right. So she got back in the car, and then you're driving. There was like an accident and shit. She's talking, and like like I said, she just seems like soft. Like she seems like she's just like trying to be her best.
She's giving out feminine energy,
which we love, we love out here.
Yeah, we love that shit. Fact. So in the world, we stuck ass out women. Like feminine energy is
big
appreciated.
It's definitely appreciated. Sure. You tend to notice it a little bit more now. You know what I mean? So we pull her up to the crib, right, and I dropped them off. The mom gets out the car, and like I said, bro, my mind is like not there, right? Okay. So she's getting out the car, and she's like, "Can I ask you a question?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" So she was like, "Are you single?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" So she's like, "Oh, you're fine as fuck," and I was like,
"Damn,
yo, straight like that."
Bro. So the girl said that to you first. She said you're fine as fuck.
To me, bro. Like,
not the mom.
Yo, getting called fine.
Yeah, that like, make you feel good.
Yo, that make your whole day, bro.
A whole week, nigga. A whole week lit.
Sure, bro, after you get called fine by it doesn't. You know the crazy thing is like when you get a compliment, it doesn't even really matter if the girl looks good. Like just getting the compliment, obviously, like it adds more to it if the woman giving you a compliment is attractive. Yeah, but just getting a compliment in general, like yo, you look fine. Bro, you start walking around like, yo, y'all know who I am? I'm fine.
Exactly. Yo, niggas don't get compliments at all to the point where a girl says good morning, we think she want the date. You feel me? So like, she said you're fine. I was like taken back. I was like, yo, you're cute as fuck too. You feel me? And
play cool.
I was like, yo, just take my number.
You straight.
I was like, yo, take my number, and then I gave her my number. She texted me.
Is this Uber protocol?
I don't know. I don't know. So she texted me and like we're talking and shit. So obviously the conversation is like kind of dry because I'm working as like I'm texting her, you know. Okay. So like it's kind of dry on my part. Like she's not really giving me much to feed off of, but then I'm not putting too much effort into it also because like I'm working. You feel me? So like she'll say something and I'll probably just say something real quick back. So part of me was like, yeah, I got to get her on the phone to like actually like get a conversation with her.
Yeah,
really,
bro.
yeah, really
as soon as I was about to text that message, she was like, "Can you talk on the phone?" And I was like, "Yeah." I was about to like,
she applying pressure.
Yeah. Yo, dead ass, bro. She running down. I was like, this kind of feel good. Yeah. Right. So she was like, "Can you talk on the phone?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" So, boom, we're chopping it up on the phone. We're talking and shit. Vibes is good, right? Like
immaculate vibes.
Yeah, immaculate vibes. Like we're hitting it, right? So we're getting in like conversations and shit, and then like obviously like bro, I'm a jokester. Like I like bantering back and forth. You feel me? So like like she'll say certain things. Like we're getting into like her past relationships, but then while that's happening, like I got passengers in the back seat, so like I can't go into like too many details, and I got to be mindful of what I'm saying. So I'll let her know like, hey, there's someone in the car. I'm not gonna be able to like say too much. Like I can answer your questions, but it's gonna be like yes, no, like kind of like dry conversations. But then when when they get out the car, we could get into like some real details and shit. So boom, we're talking, right? And
it's always gonna be good when they start off with boom. Let me tell you that. When you start off with boom, it's good.
Right. So we're talking, right? So we're talking and shit, and then like I remember exactly where we were. I was in fucking New Haven at this point, all right? And I was going to the Amazon at New Haven. I had picked this couple up, or no, I was going to pick somebody up, I think. Yeah, I was going to pick somebody up. So she was like, are you an ass or tits guy? And I'm like, I'm a tits guy. Like I'm broadcast that confidently on this podcast. I like titties.
Yeah, because I'm a whatever guy.
You like we with the shits. I'm a pussy nigga.
As long as it's an organic pussy, like God gave it to you.
That shit not fabricated. That shit not lab grown. Nigga. No lab grown.
Lab grown pussy, I'm not with it, man.
Nah, so
you call me what you want. Like I don't want it.
But fake or naturals.
Nah, all natural all the time, all the way, bro. Bro, I'd rather you have no titties and no ass than a fake ass and fake titties.
Okay, boy.
Yo, I'm up in the air about it, man. You know what I mean? Yo, I've only had one pair of fake tits.
Yeah.
And she lied to me about it, by the way. Yeah, she lied. So, yo, I don't mind fake as long as it looks real. Like Drea. Yeah. Like Drea is like I want to say she is the poster child for like, plastic surgery. Like her shit looks so real and natural. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I hate Drea.
Go ahead, bro.
No. So, yeah, I'm a tits guy. I mean, I like natural anyways. Yeah, like, if you have nothing, I'd rather nothing. You feel me? Like, don't fucking do these enhancement shits. That's just me personally, right? So she was like, "Are you ass a tits guy?" I'm like, "I'm a tits guy." She was like, "Good," and I was like, "Damn, you got titties? I didn't even notice that. Like when you went in the store." So she's like, "Yeah, I do. I'm gonna send you something, right?" So I'm like, oh, "It's lit." It's up.
This is the first day?
First day, nigga. Right? I'm telling you, bro, the vibes was like, it was hitting, like everything was hitting, right? So she sends me some shit. So like, she sent me some shit, but it's her fully clothed, right?
Boom.
Right.
So tomatoes.
So I was like, yo, I thought I was gonna get. I texted her. I was like, yo, I thought I was gonna get them like outside of. We're on the phone. So I was like, yo, I thought I was gonna get them like outside of the dress. So she was like, you wanted me to send you my nudes like off the first day? Like that's kind of crazy. I don't really even know you. And I was like, yeah, but I feel like this conversation of sex has come up multiple times, not unprovoked to me. Like I'm not even the one provoking it. I feel like
I think that's always a good way, yo.
Yeah,
like if you're
sure.
talking to a girl for the first time, yo, never bring up sex
ever,
first.
Bro. Ever.
Always let them do it, yo. Because first of all, they're always gonna do it either.
It always comes up, bro.
I don't know what it is, yo. Like when a guy brings up sex first, yo, it usually kills the vibe.
Super kills the vibe. I feel like women have been bringing it up a lot
more,
naturally.
Thank you to the city girls. Thank you to Sexy Red. You feel me? Like
I usually flip it. Right. I'd be like, I hope you don't think you getting this that soon. You gotta work. You gotta work for this.
Yeah, like, I have morals.
Knowing you're gonna fold immediately.
Oh my god, what?
Yo, I kind of almost appreciate when women play the tease because if I get the opportunity, I do it too. Like,
right? No, stop.
Let me clutch my pearls.
Right. What do you think? I was just a hunk of meat.
Yeah, for real. Like,
but here's the dick.
Right. She turns around for a second, the whole dick out.
What you asked for?
Right. Nah, facts. So we're talking, and she was like, you think I'm just gonna I'm gonna show you off the first date or off the first conversation? I'm like, yo, the vibes was there. Like obviously you could tell, like I tried my hardest not to give off creep vibes. Like I'm just like a go with the flow kind of thing. I was like, yo, you feel the energy, so like if you were to send it, like I wouldn't look at you as anything less. You feel me? And I truly believe that. You feel me? Like
that's gaming it right now.
Yo, real shit. Like, but I really feel that. Like, I really feel like, yo, if you fuck me on the first day, you show me your titties on the first day, I'm not looking at you as any less. I'm not like, yo, she out here doing this to any nigga. It's just like, I'm just that nigga.
Yeah.
Which I know for a fact I'm not that. Right?
But we like to feel like that.
Yo, lying to yourself is good sometimes.
Yeah. But honestly, real shit though, it's like, yo, at the end of the day, I really think it's a connection thing. Real shit. Like, you feel me? Like,
yo, some hoes just connect every day.
Yeah. It might be that. You feel me? So she was like, she was like, I agree with you. Like, I feel you, but I'm just not the type of girl that I am. I was like, yo, I respect that. She was like, and it's crazy that you want me to send you my titties. I don't even know what the dick look like. Right?
That's a respectable response.
Right. She got G too. Right. She got G. I would have been a little intimidated a little bit.
Nah, you got to double down, bro. Okay, you got to stay your ground. You can't fold right there. So she was like, "Yo, everything's been going so good. Like, I hope you don't got a little dick." And I was like, "Damn, I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's
like,
a little pressure."
I was like, "Yo,
what's little?
Like, what do we classify bitches out here? Bro, did you see that video?
Tell me when."
Tell me where do I stop?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, we still going?
You know what fucked it up for me, bro? What? There was a video, right, of this girl. She was on Deshae Frost's channel, right?
Okay.
And then I saw her like on other podcasts. So I don't know if you know who Deshae Frost is, but he's like a YouTuber, right?
Okay.
And he be having like mad girls on his platform and shit. But then she went on like, she said the shit on like another YouTuber's channel where like she likes huge dicks, right? Like to the point where she even gave head to a horse.
Damn.
Like a real
actual horse. Like,
so yo, like this is the kind of shit we need her. Like we need her in prison. Right. Like, this isn't like you should be out here amongst us.
Yo, dead ass, right? Fuck me up, because I'm like, yo, if a regular big dick is not big enough for you, and you to the point where you need a fucking horse dick, like,
that's crazy.
What the fuck is going on over here? Right?
You know what my like was one of my biggest fears was when I was like younger.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, like what if you fuck with a bitch, right? And it's like, yo, her first 3 dicks are all like 12 inches.
Yeah,
like, yo, like that's her norm.
Yeah. Right. Damn, am I gonna fit?
No, you're gonna fit,
bro. But because I think honestly, real shit as men and real conversation, you kind of have like sexual anxiety, like going into like a new bitch. Like, if I'm gonna perform well, like has she had better? You feel me? Like,
I had this conversation. It's like, yo, I don't know what other people are doing in the bedroom. You feel me? Only thing I could do the best I can, and based on what you tell me, you feel me? That's what I'm gonna go with. But I was telling him like a hoe validated me one time, and I that was like a trophy to me. Like,
validation from a hoe. She got the experience.
Who's gonna? You feel me? Like, I know for a fact, we all know. So she telling me, yo,
you good.
I understand why your ex is upset. It's like, yo, I appreciate that, my G. Like, yo, so you a real one.
You wore that shit like a fucking championship belt.
Put
that shit on the resume.
Right?
Yo,
you know the bitches I fuck.
Like, like, come on now.
You know who out here vouching for my sex game?
Yo, Susan. Yo, you know Susan get around. She said my shit busted.
Yeah, I swear.
Nah, so when she said that, I was like I said, I was taken back. I told her straight up, like, yo, I ain't got no 13-inch dick. Like, if you're expecting that shit, it's not happening, right? So she's like, nah, like, you joke around a lot. Like, I feel like your energy you're giving me, your shit big. I was like, yo,
wait, if you got jokes, you got big dick?
I don't know, because I guess because like I'm not like backing down to like her confrontation. I guess that was one of the things that she said before. Like, her exes were like, you know, kind of
giving it energy.
Yeah, her exes were like, you know, she was too strong for her exes, and I'm like, I was just not backing down to the shit that she was putting out. So she was like, I don't know, you're giving me like your shit, you got some shit. So I was like, yo, I ain't never had no complaints. Like, my shit is decent. You feel it?
Yeah.
It's decent.
Say that.
You got to hit the high-pitched voice when you say that shit.
It's all right.
It's all right.
And nobody's in the back seat at this point right now.
No. Hell no.
I hope not, right?
Hell no.
Yo, that Uber rider, like, this dude.
Hell no. But then I like to like downplay my shit, because like when you actually get it, it's like, okay, like it's kind of like better than what I expected. You know? Like, it's kind of like, if I hype it up, like imagine you go to eat like some food and like you like, yo, my food is the best. Like, you're already putting it like above everything else.
Like LeBron and his son.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
You feel me? So it's like, yo, when you finally get it, it's like, all right, like this shit is kind of bust. I want you to give me the validation. I'm not gonna give myself it, right?
Yeah, you know one thing, bro? My dick don't speak for me, and I don't speak for my dick. You feel me? Like, because Your dick calls out of work sometimes.
Yo,
you don't know.
Yeah.
Bro,
you never know, bro.
Especially in old age, bro.
Yeah.
As the old bro, lately this shit has been checking out.
We're like,
I was just talking about it. ED.
Yeah,
like, baby girl, did you see my last episode, bro?
Bro, my shit been checking out, bro.
Talk about me.
The last, I'm gonna keep it a buck, yo. So obviously, like we're joking around, we're having a conversation. Boom, the conversation dies, right? So she's like, all right, like call me when you get home. So I call her when I get home, and conversation's flowing again, and it pops back up again, right?
She brought it back up.
The dick shit.
I think honestly, I don't remember. I don't remember if she brought it back up or I brought it back up. Like, but I think we were she was fucking. The conversation just popped back up like organically though. It wasn't it wasn't forced. You know, it wasn't forced. So the conversation came back up again, and like she's like, "Yo, you want this, but you got to send me a dick pic." And I was like, "Yo, real talk, like." The last time I sent a dick pic, I was probably like 16 years old.
So she's pressing you for a dick pic.
Not, I want to say pressing, right? So she's like, not yet, at least, right? So I want to say pressing. She's like, yo, like, you want this? I'm willing to send it, but you got to send me a dick pic. And I'm like, yo, the last time I sent a dick pic, I was like 16 years old. I think it's just like immature. You feel me? I think it's just like young nigga shit. Like, it's like, yo, let me just drop the pic real quick, and hopefully, like, it's like a calling, like a gift card or a calling card. You feel me? It's like, hopefully she liked this shit. So she was like, nah, like, just send it to me so I know what you got. So like, I'm joking with her. We're having a conversation. The conversation's like going off the topic, then back onto it, off the topic, then back onto it, right? Yeah. So then now it's getting into like, she's kind of like, nigga, they're scaring me. like, nigga, what the fuck is you working with, right? So
like, let me see the dick.
Right. So I'm just I got you, bro. Nah, so we're fucking.
That's the ill edit. Just cut it right there.
No Diddy. So we're talking now, and like the conversation jumps back onto it, and then now it's getting like, all right, she's kind of like getting irritated.
You're thirsty.
Yeah, not even thirsty. She's getting irritated. You feel me? Like, it's like, nigga, what the fuck is, like, why are you playing around type shit? You feel me? Like, so I curved the conversation again. Brought it to another conversation. That conversation died. So she was like, all right, like, I'm gonna let you go to sleep. And I was like, yo, I'm actually like wide awake. But I hear it in your voice that you're about to go to sleep. So she was like, yeah, I am. I was like, all right. So she was like, good night. And I was about to say, call me tomorrow. Boom. Hangs up, right?
Oh, she wanted that dick pic.
Boom.
Wow. Like, she was tight. She was tight.
Dubbed it, right? So I'm like, I know, like, I sit back, I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, damn.
Energy.
All right.
Energy's off.
Nah, I was like, maybe I just read too much into it, right?
She sound like a Libra.
So that was like the energy. I was like, I felt it, but I was like, maybe I'm just me. But like, I'm the type of person where, like I told you, I'm not thirsty. Like, I'm not gonna run down on bitches. Like, yo, you show me it, I'm gonna double down on it, and I'm gonna make you stand on it, right? So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. If I don't get a text message from her, then I know what it is, and I'm not texting her until she hit me up, type shit, right? So, I wake up the next day. No text message. Go throughout the day. No conversation. Right? I'm like, bro, damn, like, she really, like, I guess it's really like fucked up, right? So later, like, I think the next day happens, like, same thing. Wake up, no message, no nothing. So go through the day, no nothing. Plus, like, I was exhausted that day. Like, I've been like doing mad shit that entire weekend, so I had like no time to like do anything. So I was like, bro, I was beat, right? So I like fell asleep at like 6 o'clock, no messages, woke up, like, I think I woke up like at 11 a.m. the next day. Like, so I went to bed at like 6 p.m., woke up at 11 a.m. the next day. And then still nothing. I was talking to one of my boys, Carlos, and I was like, yo, like, you know, this is what happened. Gave him a rundown. He's like, yo, like, I think you're reading too much into it. Like, she applied the pressure initially. She probably like taking a step back. Like, yo, this nigga's not applying no pressure, whatever. Like, trying to feed off your energy. I was like, nah, bro, I can't do it. Like, I can't hit her up again, right?
You're not trying to double text.
Yeah, I can't do it, right?
That's that pride, though.
Yeah, that's that pride. Sure. Right? I made a post way before even her. I was like, yo, pride is my biggest downfall. You feel me? Like, bro, it always kills me. So, ended up calling one of my other boys, and I was like, yo, like, this is the situation. Like, what are your thoughts? He was like, nigga, you're wilding. Like, she fucks with you. You just got to hit her up, right? So I'm like, yo, two of my niggas saying this shit, like, fuck it, right? So I grudgingly fucking sent this, like, yo, like, hey, what's up? Message to her, right? Sent that at 2 o'clock. she don't text me back until 8 p.m. that night.
Oh, it's a dub. Right? It's a dub. It's a dub. It's a dub.
Yeah. She was like, nothing much.
6 hours without responding back?
Dead ass, bro. So she was like, I said, hey, what's up? She was like, nothing much. I was like, how was your weekend? She said good HBU, right?
Oh.
Good HBU. That's it.
Right? Yeah, take the hint, yeah.
Right. So I trying to pull her out of it. I was like, yo, my weekend was like this. I was busy. I was doing X, Y, and Z, yada, yada, yada. She was like, that was it. Like, no reply back.
Oh, she let you on red.
Yeah. No reply. Not even red, but obviously, like, I didn't get her. It just said delivered and that's it. Shit still sitting there. Like, you feel me?
She just deleted it.
I don't know.
She just probably deleted your thread.
There's a way that you could look at it without it saying red.
Yeah, you could like hold hold the thing. Yeah,
I'm just giving you some type of hope.
Yeah,
that's worse. That's worse.
Bro, we all know she fucking saw it. Like, we all know she saw it. So
we live in an age where if you text someone and they don't respond to you within 2 hours, it's done.
It's cooked.
It's cooked. Like, they saw it. Don't have any doubts. Don't think like anything else. Like, they saw your text and chose not to.
Last night that happened to me. I was waiting for this text. She was supposed to pull up, and I'm just laying about. I'm like, damn, she's done with my shit. She got somebody else.
Right.
I had to eat that.
Did it work out in your favor or not?
Nah. Well, she texted me the next day, but it was like at 11.
My bad. I fell asleep.
I got in late. Like, I ain't want to hear that. Yeah. Whatever.
Well, I hate that. My bad. I fell asleep. You know what that sounds like to me? I was taking dick last night. That's what that sounds like to me.
Dick put me to sleep.
I was fucking other niggas. Like, I was sleeping with another nigga. That's what that shit sounds like to me.
No, 100%. Yo, we all know that. Yeah. Yo, they know that. We know that. We know that. It's just
it's a mutual understanding. Like, yo, I fell asleep. It's like, I was sleeping with another nigga. Like, I can't do that.
Yo, so essentially, you fumbled the bag by not sending her a dick pic.
Pretty much, yeah. I guess you could say it like that. Maybe she was just
that's it?
That's it? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you ended up doing it.
No, you thought this was a hero's ending?
Oh, so you stuck to your guns.
No, I texted her. I did text her. And she didn't say shit. Like, she didn't say nothing else.
Yo, I think, once you didn't send a dick pic, like, he lost her.
What type of girl you think this was? Like what? Like, what do you think was her issue?
She was just like, yo, this nigga's a cornball. Like,
get the fuck out of here.
How old was she?
She was a young girl, younger chick.
Yeah, definitely immature.
I mean, you know, it's
that's not immature.
I'm not gonna say it's not. Okay. I'm just thinking like we're just two different age brackets. You feel me? Like, we're just two different age brackets. So like, what's important to her is obviously not important to me. You feel me? So I think like we just didn't connect on that level. Like, even though like I said, the vibes was immaculate. We're having conversations. The shit is flowing. It's not no dry spells or anything like that. And the crazy thing is especially with like fucking with younger girls, because like, funny enough, I had bagged another young chick off of Uber before, and the vibes was terrible, bro. Like, you feel me? Like, the conversation was super dry, and you know, we've had conversations, and he was like, "Yo, like, young girls ain't it." You feel me?
Yo, like, me personally, I don't fuck with young girls.
Yo, I'm 36, and I just realized like my cutoff is probably like 34 now. Because
that's a small margin.
Yeah, because it's like 30, they like still weird in a sense, or still trying to like figure themselves out, but they think they know it all, and they haven't either had their heart broken before. It's like unrealistic.
At 30?
Yeah.
Hell no. These 30-year-olds ran through. Nigga. What do you mean? Bro, they come to you with bag luggage. Like,
the ones that I've been meeting, they've like, it's immaturity. Like, I can't have a real conversation. And then there's some who are on their shit. But nah, anything
at 30?
Yeah, I swear to God.
Bro,
30 is the new 20.
Bro, I'm 31, and I feel like, what do I have to pick from? Like,
yeah, nah.
Yo, but like, you're pushing on 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, what you had to say?
Like, I mean,
like, respect. But like, that's not a bad thing. But it's like, yo, his level of thinking is like light years away from a 30-year-old. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I didn't think it was gonna be like that, but when I think back to me being 30, it's like, okay, I did think I knew it all, but
when you turn 30, you think you're at full adulthood.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, like, you peasants. Like, you know, like, you guys are children, right? But yo, a 30-year-old, like, obviously you've been through some shit, but like, yo, you just kind of, you got to think about it, right? A 30-year-old is on his first year of his new life.
Yeah, facts. they say that's like your prime.
I think so.
I felt like my life was over. I hit 30. I was going through it, bro. I had like a mini depression.
I feel like I thought I knew it all, and then it was like, I bet, let me just gamble on this or gamble on that. And now I've gambled to the point where it's like, shit, like I got to get my shit right by 40. Like, fuck.
You have kids or not?
I got one.
You got one kid?
I got
okay.
a daughter.
How old is she?
She's 14.
Okay.
And even that, like I've been the best parent.
Yeah.
Until she hit 14. Now we're like full beef, smoke, like
really?
Yeah. Like we haven't been talking as of recently.
Damn.
And it's just like
I mean, but like, is she just going through like those high school years type of shit?
She's next year is her first year in high school.
But just saying, like, you know, when you go through like those
shit, I heard about it, like the attitude and all of that.
That's just real.
But I ain't know it was this real.
Okay.
I know
you wasn't prepared for this?
Not at all. Not at all. And a lot of it, cause I feel like it's her mom. Because me and her mom don't fuck with each other at all. But it's just like, that was my girl. Like, you know, so it's a little disheartening, but
I mean, have you tried to like, you know, double, like fall back or fold a little bit?
I fell back.
Not fall back in terms of like,
and then I
like
reached
distancing,
out.
but like folding, like being like, okay, like.
Yeah. So I tried it. So like my sister hit me up and she was like, yo, just send her a text and, just tell her good morning, X, Y, and Z. The first time I did it, she just reacted to it with a thumbs up emoji. Right. The next day, she sent me the Waka Flocka gift. Like, okay, like that.
Oh, she's in full attitude mode.
Yes, bro. Right. And it's just like, I'm West Indian. Like, I did not grow up with that type. I could imagine if I did something.
You said West Indian. What part? You're not Caribbean, so what part?
Well, no, my dad is Trinidadian and my mom is St. Lucia.
Okay, so you weren't Jamaican. From you saying West Indian, I knew you weren't Jamaican.
Oh yeah, because we try to separate from Jamaicans.
they try to group us all together, bro. I'm from my family's from Barbados.
You know how it is. So it's like when you're watching the Olympics and shit, the last person you're rooting for is the Jamaican. Right? That's the
bro. I swear they're fucking the New York or the Caribbean. Like they think they're the littest people, bro.
As far as the Caribbean, are Jamaicans like have the most elitist mindset of?
They're literally New York of fucking the Caribbean.
Like they think they're just better than everybody.
Better than everybody.
I mean, rightfully so. They have the biggest influence, the biggest music artists. Their food is like sitting like.
Y'all got Rihanna. Though. Y'all got Rihanna.
Yo, they do got Rihanna. Rihanna's big for the West Indies.
We do got Rihanna.
But then again, I mean, we got as Trinidadians. We got Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, Foxy Brown.
Okay,
they're all Trini.
Cardi B's Trini?
Yeah.
Really?
Trini and Dominican.
I thought she's had. Yeah, I think she's
had. Trini and Dominican, which is a dope mix. But I think Puerto Ricans are the same too. Like
now, Puerto Ricans, they're Americans.
Well, but Met Carla.
Yeah, but Puerto Ricans got Bad Bunny.
They're Americans.
Yeah. But
they're Americans,
if you
bro.
like,
honestly, I wouldn't consider Puerto Ricans part of the Caribbean.
Nah, they're Americans.
No, but like
literally
to a Spanish person, like somebody from Spain or from Mexico, I would think they get offended if you called them like Puerto Rican.
I'm not Puerto Rican.
I know you're not. But I'm sorry, you're like the closest.
You're giving me
like you to validate this shit.
You're looking for like some type of rationale reasoning. Like I can't.
What do you think? Would you get offended?
No, but I just know even back in the day with Trinidad, the boxer, fighting Oscar De La Hoya or somebody, like that was a big rivalry. Like growing up, like that was huge. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, so you say you're Trinidadian, so you're big on like the respecting in terms of like the parents.
Oh hell yeah! But that's all Caribbean, West Indian islands.
I think honestly that's everybody outside of America.
Outside of America for sure. Yeah.
I don't think there's any other country outside of America where like disrespecting your parents is like, or adults in general is like a tolerated thing.
Even if you don't want to talk to them, you gotta talk.
You
to
have
them.
to. Yeah, I think it's part of like this whole like. Now it's like soft parenting and fucking
pisses me off.
What is it? Mental health shit, all of that. Like it's annoying. That's the thing. Like my baby mother, like she's a social worker. Like she has her master's in social work.
Oh, so she's definitely doing that soft parenting shit.
There is nothing more annoying than a woman with a master's degree.
Tell me about your feelings. It's okay. It's okay to be upset.
But they're the easiest people to cheat on, though. Like, not that I cheated on her. Not that I cheated on her, but
how do you make this correlation?
Because when you,
I got you, man.
If you get caught, they want to know what made you want to do that. Like,
I love that though.
What? Like, what is it? Like, what happened? Where did we go wrong? They want to talk about it. You understand?
It's backstory. I cheated on my ex, right? And my biggest thing is like, you're not focused on why I did what I did, but you are focused on like the fact that
rightfully so,
right? Rightfully so.
But with her, so that's my thing. It's a balance with her being a social worker. She has the soft parenting. I feel like she parents from the book.
Right.
Where with me, it's like
I'm in
the
real
West
life.
Indian.
She needs an asshole.
Yo, I'm out here in real life.
Yeah. So that's what it comes down to. I just like, support me, bro. Like, support me.
I mean, but tying it up, it's like, I don't know. You know, maybe it is because like she's a younger girl or whatever the fuck. But like, I don't know. You feel me? Like maybe it's like her being young is the reason why there was a disconnect between us. But I mean, she probably looking like this old ass nigga is just like. I don't even old ass nigga. This older nigga.
Nah, bro. To anyone in their 20s, a 30-year-old is a fucking dinosaur,
grandpa, right?
Yeah.
Nah,
they look at people in their 30s like we should be retired,
right?
Yeah.
So she's probably like, this old nigga is just like with the games or whatever the fuck, and I'm looking like, that shit just.
I mean, all right. On the topic of like sending dick pics, right? We asked on our Facebook page, like, do women actually like getting dick pics? Right. So let's read some of the responses we got.
So, one girl. Petty Brown said yes, right?
So she said she likes getting
She said she likes getting dick pics, right?
She a freak.
she fuck with the dick pics. So then the rest of the girls, honestly, some mine said, only if I ask, don't send it to me. That shit is weird, right?
I think that's fair. Like,
unknowingly, like,
yeah. To open up your phone with like no knowledge that you're about to get a dick pic is kind of shocking.
Bust it through somebody's phone like a neck.
I think it's like that's kind of like pedo-ish. Like, why would you? Not even pedo-ish. It's just like super. Yeah.
I think it's inappropriate.
It's definitely like it's grapey vibes. You know?
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
That's a big word,
bro. To send a dick pic unprovoked.
You think that's like up there with rape,
bro? I think it's like you're definitely. I could see why you're making somebody uncomfortable. That's
I think it's inappropriate, uncomfortable. But I think the classify. Now we're talking about like legal charges.
Bro, that's an unsolicited dick pic. Bro, imagine like.
You think that's up there with rape, though?
Bro, imagine like you have a daughter,
I'm asking
right?
you a question. No, don't give me.
Bro, I think so. I think so.
So it's a yes. You're saying
yes.
Yeah. You think sending an unsolicited dick picture is almost the same as rape?
So a girl that doesn't want it, I think it's
or doesn't
very
know
close.
She's getting it.
You're right. Very close.
You don't know if she has kids. They may have her phone. Kids.
A girl you're talking to is different. Like a girl that like you're in a relationship with.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not talking about that. All right. Here's someone that you're talking to. You guys have not had sex yet, right?
Right.
You send her like an unsolicited dick pic in a sense, right? You still think it's just as bad?
There's tears to this, and I'm all right. I know you want a simple answer, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so boom, you send a girl a dick pic, right? And you send a girl a dick pic, right? And you guys barely talk to each other initially. Grapey vibes, right? Okay. That's like right there in that same cusp because it's like, bro, what are you doing, right? You've been talking to a girl a little bit. You guys are vibing. Y'all chill. Y'all went on dates or whatever. Uh-huh. It's giving like you're a creep. Like, what the fuck is going on with you? Like, why would you do some shit like that? You fucked her. It's open. Like, the moment you fuck her, it's open. I know.
I feel like once like we actually have sex, like the pictures should be in and out. It should be like Gmail.
Right. It's be like, let's share like Pokemon cards. You feel me? Like you send them back and forth. But I can't. I think it is really close. All right. So Evan said, not at all. And if it's sent, I go to Pornhub and screenshot another one and said, mine's is bigger.
Damn.
Ooh.
That's diabolical, but I
appreciate that.
I like the humor and shit like that.
If that's the type of shit you into, you'll probably appreciate that if she does some shit like that.
I'll be like, who the fuck sent her a dick pic? All right. So someone said, no, complete turn off.
I could get that.
All right. Nelly said, if it's not asked for, don't send it. It's just weird. Even if it's a female sending a pic to a dude, he ain't asked for unless they're a couple.
How do you feel about unsolicited like pussy pics or titty pics?
Send them. Like,
so you want to, but that's not grapey vibes.
Off of a hello,
that's not grapey vibes.
Bro, no, it's different.
This guy's a hypocrite.
I am. I'm very much so.
Just off the I didn't ask for it.
You meet a girl today, right? You guys are talking. She sent you a pussy.
Say like there's like some women at your job, coworkers, decently attractive, right?
Yeah.
You guys have no real chemistry, no real conversation, but she just sends you a picture of her pussy one day.
I'ma appreciate it, but I'ma judge you though. I'ma judge you.
Okay.
You feel me?
Right.
Like, are you reporting her?
I mean,
no. I'm not reporting it, but I'm a judge.
That is judgeworthy.
I'm just gonna judge it.
That is judgeworthy. I mean?
But I'm not gonna like stop talking to you. Like, all right, bet, say that.
Like if we've been talking and like we've shown like mutual interest, and you drop that shit before we fuck.
What if it's
cool.
all right? What if an ugly chick sends you an unsolicited pussy picture? How you feeling?
Fuck it, it's the same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, same thing. Yeah.
Yo, word.
Like,
appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that, gang.
yeah, word. Yeah. Like, and on some real shit, like, I really appreciate you, bro, because I could have been having a bad day, and you probably felt like, yo, like, take this, hold this. Okay. She sent 5 attachments today. I appreciate that.
Nah, I think that's dope, honestly. Right. Like I said, pussy ain't got no face. All right, so like I said, girls. They have a different they play under different rules. Okay, right?
That's true.
Elizabeth said, "Not unless it's mine. Other than that, it's a major turn off."
Yeah, I mean, I think women have made it very clear that we like unless they ask for a dick pic, don't send it. I think like, there's no like gray area to me about that. Like
I hear about so many stories of people, especially in the workplace, doing that. And it's just like, part of me is like, well, it must have worked for somewhere at some point.
I swear to God, I say this shit.
It must have worked like, if they're keep doing it type shit. You
dead
know?
Ass. Like, I swear to God, I say that. This nigga has had some sort of success somewhere for him to keep doing that shit.
Yo, but you see women complain about that shit like all the time.
It worked at some point.
For sure.
It worked. Like he bagged somebody off of that shit.
But we don't know what their reply is either. We don't know what they're saying. Cause I mean, that's kind of...
the new thing like women love to do nowadays is screenshot the DM. Like they'll just, like I've seen women like if you just send them a dick pic, unsolicited one, they'll post that shit on Twitter, on the timeline.
Really?
Yeah, like to embarrass the dude that did it.
I love that you said that, right? Here's the reason why. There was an argument that happened maybe like a year or two ago between a guy and a girl, right? And the girl posted it to try to play this nigga, right? Yeah. He was like, yo, why didn't you screenshot the entire conversation? And you see her in the messages replying back, but she deleted the messages that she sent to the nigga. Really? And only showed the messages of him blowing her up and constantly hitting her up. So he looks thirsty, like he's hitting her after thing after thing after thing. But she deleted like the messages that she was sending to
that's like just
sending to herself.
Evil.
Yeah,
this is like
outside is shady.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's like like you have some role in that you're playing in it. Obviously, we understand that like some niggas are just creeps. You know, like they gonna send a dick pic. They're gonna send like constant messages to you back to back unprovoked, right? Mm-hmm. That's like really 1%. Yeah, that's like the 1% of niggas. Most of the niggas is.
I think most of those guys. I think men that like honestly send a bunch of unsolicited like dick pics and like are just constantly DMing women that are not replying to them. I think they're probably autistic, bro. I think they have something going on mentally. Like I don't think normal men do this kind of shit. I think these are like mental health patients that are just out in the world functioning without supervision, with access to the internet, and they're just doing shit like this, and they're giving the rest of us a bad rep.
Yeah, that's to say autistic. Maybe I don't know.
Respectfully,
he's not saying autistic.
No, respectfully, no, because I feel like,
bro. I think because you got to think about it, right?
Yeah.
What's like a key thing in autism is lack of self-awareness, right?
Yeah, damn. And a lot of people,
perseveration.
Yeah,
a lot of people though don't have that self-awareness though.
Bro, I think a lot of people are undiagnosed autistic.
Yeah, true. I could see that.
Yeah, for sure.
I can see that,
bro. And I say this because I have family with autism, so I see like they have like no social cue.
Yeah.
So they miss like, bro. Because think about it, like if you DM a girl, she ignores you. Are you doubling down? Like how many times?
Facts. You're gonna just step back.
You ignore my message one time,
but that's what I'm saying, bro. But that's what I'm saying. You have the self-awareness, right? You have like the social construct, and I'll be like, yo, this is weird. Like she's not into me. I shot my shot. Now I'm gonna evacuate the situation, right, bro? For a guy to keep doing something like that, I don't think you're mentally there.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, we had a new guy in the fire service, who was posting him messing with a transgender, and posting this on Twitter or whatever, and then also like walking throughout the firehouse like wild behavior. And it's like, something's wrong with boy. Like, something's got to be wrong with him. I don't know if it's autism or
Asperger's. There's something like mentally.
But that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. I get what you're saying now. Makes sense.
I mean, I think so. I could agree with it. I think there definitely is something wrong with them. I wouldn't throw them in. I wouldn't disgrace the autistic people like that. But
I'm not trying to disgrace it. I'm just saying, like, I think that's my personal opinion. I think so many people just have like undiagnosed mental like issues,
mental health issues,
and then we treat them and judge them on a normal scale, and I don't think we should, because
maybe that's that part of the brain that doesn't develop. Maybe
could be
possibly
it's the same shit that had people outside shooting people and shit, like not thinking about like, consequences.
Exactly.
Possibly.
I mean,
speaking of it, when's the last time you actually sent out a dick pic?
Like 16.
You were 16?
Actually, I'm lying. I am lying. Picture, probably like 16.
Okay.
All right. But video, like one time I was FaceTiming this girl, right? And it was kind of random too. Like she called me one day and was like, just on 10, right?
Demon time.
Yeah, right. And was like, yo, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, yeah. And she was like, yo, like, send me a nut video. And I was like, all right. So
say less.
Whipped out the flashlight and just
went to town.
Showed her that shit. She pulled
When's the last time you sent one?
Yeah. I've never sent one. Honestly,
you've never sent a dick pic in life?
Never.
That's what I'm telling you, bro. This shit is
I remember specifically a specific girl. She was like, she was bisexual, like, and she was into that type of shit. She asked me, but I just finessed it, like, baby girl, you want to like. If you just want to smash, just say that. Like, you feel me? Pull up or some shit like that. So I've always been able to finesse it like that.
Okay. Did you crack it?
No, never did.
Crack it? Okay.
Nah. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, she really ain't fuck with me like that after.
She just wanted to see. I'm telling you, don't send them the dick pic. They start getting red flags, bro.
Think about it, she really didn't, bro.
It's a deal breaker.
The red flags,
like, bro, in my early 20s, I used to send out dick pics like greeting cards.
Yeah.
Like, yo. After, like, we talked for a little bit. I'm like, you want this shit? You want this? Boom.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm actually, like, I swear, yo, like, when I become real famous, like, my shit's just gonna pop up. It's just gonna resurface.
Somebody got that shit archived.
Now, are you, like, putting your face in it, or is it just straight?
Nah, just straight dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just straight dick.
Your face.
Come on, bro.
I've been young and dumb. I was young and dumb, bro. I was young and dumb.
Dick pic with the face is crazy, nigga.
Bro, smile
with the smile,
ass
like,
naked, pants down to your ankles, and you taking a dick pic.
I done a couple of like the
this nigga pulled a Drake.
Yeah, that's wild. That's
this nigga pulled a Drake, nigga.
Yeah,
set the burp in front of you,
do it like in front of the mirror, like
I feel you, Drake.
Heard you.
Hell no, that's crazy.
I was standing on business.
Standing on business, man. Fuck it.
That's
it worked out for you though.
Yeah, most of the time. Yo, but it's typically like women that already had like a rapport with, like it wasn't like the unsolicited shit. Like,
I thought you were about to say like, oh, they got a whole folder like of mine.
This is the thing. Like for me, I don't send dick pics, but I do collect like nudes. So like I have like a stash of like nudes of like all the girls that I fuck with at some point.
I think all guys kind of have something like that, like something in their saved folders in their emails and shit. But I don't ever go back to them though.
Nah, I just collect them and throw it in there like another one.
So I mean, I'm obviously I'm not single right now, so I don't have any like type of like stuff like that in my phone, right? But I do imagine, say like you get with the girl, right, and she has like a folder, the the calculator app, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Say she has shit. All right, I'm gonna put y'all on game, yo. If your girl has 2 calculators apps
it's cooked
on her phone, just know it ain't good.
It's cooked, nigga.
Yo, go do the math on one of them. See what it add up to.
She a butcher on the low, nigga. Straight meat in that calculator.
If you see like nudes on your girl's phone from a previous relationship, is that an issue with you? They're not new nudes. Like she's not cheating, but she's you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you like to hold on to your nudes, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't think so, to be
honest.
Like
you be cool with that? Like your girl just having other dicks on her phone?
Depends on where it's stored. Like if it's stored in your photos, bitch, like come on.
Like
have some decency,
like,
right? Like tuck that shit away, right? Yeah. But then if it's like in an app or some shit hidden somewhere else, like no, not really. Because like I said, I don't fucking look at the shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna take offense to it. Like, yo, come on, get rid of this. Like,
really?
Like,
nah, yeah, you can't. Like, you can't be with me. Yo, if you have dick pics on your phone, like, and we're in a relationship, you gotta get rid of that shit.
But and the thing with it is I don't go digging for stuff. I'll never go through your phone. So if I do like discover something like that, it's an issue. Like, you moving too sloppy. I'll let you cheat in peace. Yeah. Just don't let it get to me. And but in favor.
That's why I said the phone.
Yo,
the photo.
This is that wisdom that comes with age right here. Right. You don't do shit like this in your 20s. You go through the phone.
That's exactly why I said the photo app, nigga. Like, if you keep that, if you got it in a photo app, you don't give a fuck. You out here living like raw dog in life. Like, you feel me? Like, you don't give a fuck about shit.
Yeah. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If I go through my girl phone and I see another penis in there, my heart would split in half.
Bro,
on the spot.
But are you approaching her?
I'm punching her, nigga.
Bro, I've done it. I've done that.
But that's too, like, because she's gonna say somebody else sent that
straight to the elbow, straight to the forehead.
Nah, you know what's crazy? We had this conversation before where I did it one time and like I went through a girl's phone, right? Wasn't in the photo app, wasn't in the messages app, but it was in the deleted photos app.
At least she got rid of it.
Right? I heard about it.
It was in the deleted photos app, right?
I heard that.
It was the only reason why I got mad, right? So I don't usually care about it, but the only reason why I got mad was because a nigga she told me she never fucked with.
Oh, that's always the worst.
Oh, that's
you feel me?
Yeah.
Don't lie to me about the shit. Like, if you told me you fuck with the nigga, then I bet. Like, it's what it is. What it is.
If a girl ever tells you don't worry about that man, immediately start worrying about that man.
Don't worry about that. He's just my brother. Or he's just my cousin. Like, nah.
That's crazy.
Nah, you taking this nigga dick on the low.
Right. Yo, so speaking of dick pics, man, what's going on with Diddy? like the transition there?
Right. That was a hell of a fucking transition, I tell you that.
Diddy going through it, man. I feel bad for him because it's not everything not out yet, but everybody just jumping on it. Like, pause. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. But everybody just on the bandwagon.
Diddy has that effect on niggas. Yeah. I'm telling you.
But yeah, I feel bad for him because nothing like officials come out, but it's just bad.
Yo, you know what's what I do hate though, and they talk about this shit within like the black community all the time. It's just like, yo, the preying on somebody's downfall. Oh, obviously, I'm not excusing anything Diddy's done. But I don't know what he's done. Yeah. Right? Like, so if he's done what he's getting accused of, obviously lock that man away, right? But it's like, yo, it's almost like the joy that's coming out of like people are essentially celebrating the downfall of Diddy, right? And it's just like, why? I mean, this guy is like essentially, this is a crazy word, like an inspiration. You know what I mean? Like he started from the bottom, like built himself to be one of like the biggest record labels ever. Like obviously, like as far as artist wise, he's like fucked over a lot of rappers, right? Yeah, so that like I do fault them on that. Like that's some fucked up shit.
You know what it is? I think it's like, especially in the black community, we have like a thing about making trauma funny in a sense. So like they intend to like make memes. Like you saw it with the Will Smith situation. Like he became a meme. You saw it with Tyrese crying online. He became a meme.
Michael Jordan
became a meme. Like it's like whenever there's like these traumatic situations happen, especially when it revolving black men, like they tend to make it like something to joke at, something funny. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm at fault because I find some of the shit hilarious, right?
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, the tweets about Diddy has been
they've been funny as fuck, right? So it's like you're not only, I feel like the preying on his downfall is also because like how lighthearted some people are taking it. Me in particular are taking it, so it kind of gives it like, even though it's a joke, it's like it's a joke about something that's really serious, you know. So it's like, I'm not even gonna jump forward here, but like in terms of like some other people that have had similar situations to him, right? There aren't memes about them. There aren't like jokes about them, so it kind of gets tucked under the radar. You know,
like who though? Like what type of people?
I'll give you an example. So it's like, yo, you know, it's funny. Like anytime something like this comes out, right? They usually say, yo, like it's a distraction. Like right now, Diddy's like all over the news, right? It's like he's the biggest thing out, right? So there's usually like they're distracting you from something, right? So yo, it's funny that like Diddy's catching all this shit right now, and there's essentially no proof yet, right? Yeah. But the Quiet on the Set documentary came out a week ago, right? Where there's victims coming out, right? There's like lawsuits that happened years ago, right? And that came and went within a day, right? So it's like one of those things. It's like, yo, is this Diddy shit just a distraction for the the Schneider shit? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Even all the old stuff that has been happening. And Shorty, the island. What was the guy's name?
Epstein.
Yeah. And the girl that's on trial. I don't know if she got sentenced yet.
Giselle Maxwell.
Yeah, like that stuff has kind of been in the shadows as well.
Like, what happened to that? They caught her and like nothing really came
about it. Like she wasn't even the main target. He died by suicide. And then like that was it.
Supposedly she's like, supposed to be spilling tea on a lot of stuff that's going on. And maybe
they're saying like Diddy's like the other version of Epstein, bro. They're saying he had cameras in his household and like
that's crazy.
I said that. I didn't even see anyone say that. And I was like, yo, it seemed like Diddy is like the equivalent of fucking Epstein. Like he's a black Epstein.
But they're saying it was like to blackmail people. Like to like
but that's what Epstein did.
Oh yeah. Dang. Yeah, that's just crazy.
He did the exact same thing.
You think it's an agenda though on Diddy or black men that they're trying to like tear down like powerful black men? Or do you think this is their karma of shit that they've done to people?
This is a tricky
could be both
conversation because it's like I think it literally could be both because I do see I see a trend where like you see these people that end up making it and kind of be glorified in the black community and then they all get torn down in the same fashion, right? R. Kelly, we got Bill Cosby, now it's Diddy, and it's like
Russell Simmons as well too.
I didn't even know about that one. This is news to me.
He's supposed to be like a woke,
like
spiritual
but
guy.
Old, but I think it's died down.
I mean, he left the country.
Yeah, that too.
So you see these people that like are in this like the limelight of being like black excellence and kind of get torn on. Like the Cosby Show was like a staple for a lot of us, it kind of showed us what the black family is supposed to be like, and that got ripped down.
Yeah, facts.
R. Kelly is the epitome of like black music. You feel me? Like he's like at the peak of it, like one of the best singers, one of the best people that we've had. He got torn down with these allegations. Right?
I seen a picture of R. Kelly and Diddy together. I was like, ooh.
Whatever he did it. Whatever they're accusing him of, he did it.
That was a wild night.
Right. And then you got Diddy, like he's like, kind of like in terms of business, in the business world, like the two top people is Jay-Z and you got Diddy in terms of like people making it within the industry and like making, a name for themselves in terms of like being a business mogul. And now he's getting torn down in the same night. So it's like, I see the trend of it, but on the flip side, I see how, obviously they played a role as well to be accused of like such actions also,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Cosby, kind of confused about. But in terms of R. Kelly and Diddy, I would say, okay, within them two specifically, it's like, yo, you guys played a role. And it's like, do I think everybody does dirt? Yes. Do I think that like, everybody has like skeletons in the closet? Yes. But I think some of it goes unheard of because their name isn't big enough. I do think with Cassie, she kind of like,
she opened up the door.
She was a whistleblower.
Yeah.
She was the one that kind of like shined like some light into it.
If Cassie didn't get paid what she got paid, would this have been going on to Diddy still, right? Because I think all these other people that were around Diddy that considered themselves victim, or maybe they were actual victims, right? I think they're looking at Diddy as just a check at this point, right? It's like, because my thing is like, do you want justice or do you want money?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you can go for both, right? But it seems like a lot of these victims are going more for money.
Well, the main person who brought this all up was this producer named Lil Rod. I did my research the other day because it was so confusing. But basically, Lil Rod was like a church dude. His Instagram is still up and stuff.
He was
a church dude who got an opportunity to work on Diddy's album, the Love album. And obviously, plenty of times I've been not those type of situations, but where it's like you're happy to work with somebody
of that
stature, and then you're just like, oh, I'm gonna make it just off of the clout of me being next to this person off the music, and then you're around this person like, yo, this shit not really worth it,
right?
Like, yo, like you know what,
like, not giving what it's supposed to give,
like you know what, I'll just take the money, and then now you're not getting paid, or he's showering you with sex workers or whatever the case may be. Now it's just like,
you paying me a pussy, nigga. I need bread, nigga. Like, my rent due.
Right. So mind you, this man, he's only been around him for so long, and then he just opened up a whole thing. So I think, kind of to your point, like damn, Diddy, if you probably paid this dude off, it probably would have been, you probably would have been straight. But sometimes some shit just needs to come to the light.
I mean, bro, like a lot of the things that's coming out now is like, of all the gay shit Diddy was doing.
Yeah.
Which to me is like, bro, I don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah.
If it's consensual,
Yeah.
It's whatever, right?
You think he fucked Meek Mill?
What?
You think he fucked Meek Mill?
Man, I don't think he didn't.
I don't think he did.
That's saying something.
Bro, he at least jerked Meek Mill off.
Really? It's crazy.
Bro, I don't know, yo. What you see that Twitter rant Meek Mill went on like about a couple weeks ago?
I'm not gay. I fuck bitches on their period.
I love vagina.
Right.
Like, yo, it's like, bro, I didn't think you were gay, but now that you're proving to me that you're not, like, now I got my doubts.
I mean, but in the Meek Mill's defense, and here's why I like Meek Mill, right? I feel like he's just organically himself, you know? He's a weirdo, and he don't give a fuck. Like, even when he, like, everything he does, like, the fucking eating french fries in his lap, the fucking diving into the pool, slipping down the stairs, like, I feel like he's just not trying to, like, try to be something he's not.
I feel like he's a real nigga. Like, he just don't know how to articulate himself.
He's not media trained.
Yeah, not media trained. He does a lot of, but when I look back at, like, he has a song talking about, like, in the beginning, he's like, why he left Hollywood.
Right.
Now I haven't listened to it, but it's in my head. Like, one of these days I got to listen to it again. Like, cause they all say Hollywood is bugged out and crazy.
Yo, you know what's weird to me, bro? Like, this whole Diddy situation, it's kind of got me scared of actually becoming wealthy.
Oh.
Because it's like, yo.
You're afraid you're gonna fuck niggas?
Yo, what?
You're afraid you're gonna fuck niggas?
I don't know how rich you got to be, bro. Like, yo, my thing is like, bro, it's crazy to me. It's like, yo, what is it about becoming rich that just makes you want to do gay shit? It seems like it happens to everybody.
Gay shit and fuck with kids.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. But it's like, bro, it's like maybe I'll just stay at the middle class. Like, middle class is, yo,
let me be middle rich.
Yo, I'm straight in middle class, literally.
I think with them, I have no idea, but at the same time, just having women at your disposal,
you just get
sex,
sick of it?
threesomes. I think probably they get so wealthy that it's to a point where it's just like, I don't know. They probably find
fuck dudes. Like,
I don't know what it is, but it's just like when you have all this stuff at your disposal. What is it that attracts you to? Is it something different?
I mean, Will Smith just said it recently in like a clip, you know?
Yo, are we all just too poor to be gay?
Will Smith just said in a clip where he was like, yo, like, what do you do when you have everything you want?
I've seen
you
that
know?
clip.
He's like, you know, you could buy whatever you want. You could do whatever you want. Like, you know, life, you don't really, like, you're not really yearning for kids. You already have it. You already have your wife. Like, what else makes you happy at that point? I feel like they tend to, like, chase that high of, like, yearning for something. So it's like, maybe they dabble with niggas and dabble with kids because it's
because Will Smith has his like allegations.
Yeah, or maybe too because maybe it's that because like some of us, I don't know if you guys, but I haven't gotten to the point where it's like, oh, like somebody's so infatuated with who you are that you want to urinate on them or you want to defecate on somebody. Like,
I've peed on people, but I don't think it's over infatuation.
Like, or their over infatuation with you that they'll let you do that.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, but did it? I'm saying it had to come to a
power thing. Maybe?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Was it like
it's
a power thing.
I don't get.
See, he starts getting a little bit too wealthy.
I'm one of them.
I don't know about this man.
I'm one of the ones.
I'm saying like it's like, yo, I'm powerful. I'm that nigga that, you know what, like I could do this.
I guess
100%.
Maybe it's like, yo, the thing about like of dominating another man is like that what does it for them.
I guess.
Why are you looking at me like? Why you looking at me for validation?
I don't know.
Look at me like, yeah. Is that what it is?
Bro, we got to keep you in poverty.
All right, so let's be clear here, right? I pissed on women, and it was a power thing.
Yeah, but it's like I guess what they're saying with Diddy is a blackmail type of thing. Like, oh, I got you on camera doing X, Y, and Z with such and such. Like, bro, sign this contract, bro.
Bro, it's just like, yo, anytime they talk about like this Hollywood or like the Illuminati shit, it's like they always make it gay. It's like what about being gay has to do with this shit? It's like, you know what I mean? It's just like, it's just weird.
What's funny is that I don't know this guy's name, but I've been seeing his face on a lot of like interviews, podcasts, like over the years, maybe like over the past like 5 to 8 years. It's probably like one of the original whistleblowers, right? It's a New York nigga. If I could find this video, like I'll add it to this video, right? But he was saying that like he got to the point where he was supposed to like be big, and I guess part of that process they wanted him to do some gay shit, and he was like, yo, I'm not gonna say the nigga's name, but like, you know, they asked me to do some shit that I just was not cool with, and I'm not gonna do it.
But that to me, bro, I don't know. I honestly don't know if I believe that shit, man. Yeah, because it's like, yo, all right, so it's like, yo, so you're doing well, you're doing well, getting successful, right? And like just before you get to the next level, someone's like, all right, man, you gotta suck some dick. Like it's just like
I agree with it. I do believe it. You want to hear why? You want to hear why?
Yo, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like, yo, why? Like, why would you have to do that?
Here's why. Here's why.
Yo, what do they benefit off it?
Here's why. Right? It's like one of those things where it's like, okay, here's an outsider coming in, right? And it's hard to see from the outside, right? But I've been in an environment before where it's like,
this is going weird. I don't know where you're going with this.
All right, just follow me here. Just follow me, all right? Just follow me, right? I've been in an environment before, right, where it's like there's a group of people, right, that are kind of above you in a sense, right? And it's like, okay, like they partake in these different activities that you may not agree with, whether it be drugs related or sex related or whatever the fuck, right? And it's like anyone that does that with them is considered part of them, you know? So you get their contacts, you get their rapport, you get their respect. And so they don't really fuck with you, you know? So when your name comes up, they push you a little bit harder. When it's time for certain things to happen, you get that recognition. Whereas for an outsider, they have to work a little bit harder. You feel me? So it's like, I'm not connected with this group of people, but here I am busting my ass. And it's like, these are the people that are tapped in. So I could see why, like, okay, it may not directly, like, it's kind of like sucking dick may be like your initiation. You feel me? It's like, or fucking a nigga might be like your initiation into this group of people where it's like, yo, they have access to this level of power that it's like, okay, if you do this and you show us that you're one of us, then we're willing to like tap you in. But like,
why is that the is there an option B?
No, bro, there's not.
It's like not letting.
How do I know you're locked in for real?
Not letting your coworkers follow you unless you see them do some illegal shit. Like,
bro, that ass. Like, I don't let nobody on. Like, none of my coworkers follow me on Facebook.
Bro, it's like, all right, like, can I just like, I don't know, man. Like, can I just pay y'all? Can I like bypass this part?
No, it ain't possible. I'm telling you, like it's deep. It's deeper than that. Bro. You feel me? It's way deeper.
Yo,
and I've been in that position.
That's like Cat Williams. He said you just got to tell him no.
You get to tell him no, and then what happens?
Yeah,
you feel me?
Yeah.
You get backlash.
What if you go and do it and then they do nothing for you? Like you just sucked a dick for no reason.
Like a sorority, like a fraternity or something.
I know how mad you be.
Right? Damn, I suck this dick for nothing. Like it's,
y'all didn't make me a multi-millionaire?
Bro,
like my
probably
album didn't go.
I off myself, nigga. Like I suck dick for nothing. Like,
but I mean, like those fraternities and sororities, like they do some shit.
That weird
gay shit. Be down.
Bro, even gangs. Think about it. They make their new members either fight somebody or kill another person in order to like be down with them. And it's like from the outside looking in, you're like, what a fucking weirdo.
That makes more sense to me.
Why is that?
Then the gay shit? That makes way more sense to me.
Because you don't.
You gotta show that you're dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's like it's just on the grand scheme of things, it's like it's the equivalent. You know, it's like you're on the outside looking in, and it's like, why would this person want to get like jumped in and get his ass beat to be part of a game? Why would this person murder someone else?
Why doesn't Hollywood just do that? Why don't y'all just start jumping people in, like instead of doing all this other weird shit?
Those dudes probably can't fight, and they're old as shit.
Hire somebody, man. I don't know.
They start doing.
This whole gay thing just doesn't make any sense to me. Like this Hollywood. I generally don't get it.
Did you hear about the pizza parties in Hollywood?
Yeah.
I feel like it's something similar to that. You know,
it's like can we just have a regular pizza party?
The pizza party is like pretty much just code name for like kids, right? So like
the whole.
I think it's like, Jennifer Aniston.
It's like the Pizzagate thing. Like it's like they had like a whole. This one area where it was like actually a pizza place, but they had like kids in the basement. It was like weird.
Really?
Yeah, and so like I think it's Jennifer Aniston or somebody like that.
I don't know, but they're all like, Jamie.
Where like they would talk about on like in open about like somebody throws like the best. I think it's Jennifer Aniston that throws like the best pizza parties, right? But people are speculating that they're using that as code for like they're talking about kids, you know, and they're saying I think it was who was it? It was who's that guy from Happy Gilmore, yeah. Adam Sandler. Yeah, Adam Sandler is talking about she throws like the best pizza party. She went on Ellen and talking about the best pizza parties, and Ellen was like, yeah, that she does have the best pizza parties, and people are speculating that.
Yo, see, I don't know, bro. Like it's one of those things like we just like to make our own like.
Of course,
our own opinions and theories.
But then there was Jeffrey Epstein, and then there's now P Diddy. You know, so.
I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna judge P Diddy wholeheartedly until like the actual stuff comes up. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, right now, it's just like it's speculation. The feds raided his house, but I don't think they actually like came out with anything, right?
Supposedly they took like hard drives and like computer stuff, because supposedly that stuff, if he had cameras in every bedroom, it should have gotten some type of stuff. So.
I mean, they did find out that, I mean, it's speculative as that, maybe isn't speculative, but Young Miami was selling pink cocaine and was like a drug dealer for him or some shit like that.
It's popular in Colombia called Tusi. It's like cocaine mixed with ecstasy or some shit like that.
Damn, you got some high.
Yeah. But it's crazy because like I've been to Colombia twice and you see them with it and they trying to tell you it's not coke, but it's just like I don't know if I'm fuck with that. So when I heard it, I'm like, oh shit, that's that. I'm hitting my boys up like, yo, remember that shit?
You said what's this called? Tusi?
Tusi.
You know what's crazy? Drake has a fucking song with that. No, Tootsie and I'll play the song afterwards. I didn't know. I thought he's talking about lean in that shit, but now I have my questions.
But I seen that and I was just like, wow. And all the people that have to walk around with pouches just to keep him high. And then you think about his energy. His energy is always on 10.
Who did he?
Especially at his age.
He
was always doing some weird shit, especially on Drink Champs with Fab and what's his name?
Calling me with Daddy.
Yeah.
But do you think that like rich people like to flaunt this private lifestyle in our faces, knowing that we don't know what it is?
Of course. I think there's like a.
I think they get off it.
Yeah.
Really?
They get off it.
They're so dumb. They're so dumb. Let's put it in their faces and they don't know, kind of thing.
But do we do that in our regular lives? Like, is there something that we flaunt because we know someone else doesn't know?
Oh, 100%.
For sure. You ever see two girls have a conversation and like they have an insider joke and they be like, they start talking like, no, and they start laughing and shit.
You're right.
Laughing and shit.
I think about like the whole basis of what social media is right now, right?
Yeah.
Especially Instagram, right? You like to travel?
Yeah.
You flaunt that you travel.
Have I what?
You flaunt that you travel, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But that's like one of the main things is like us flaunting.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Like they're just doing that at a much like deeper level. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That makes sense. That shit's crazy. But like the whole sex workers thing for me is kind of like, all right, if I throw these extravagant parties and I go to the strip club to recruit sex workers, like, bro, I'm just bringing some bitches back to the crib that like money, and I know they probably will fuck some. They like rich people.
That's a valid point.
No, but I don't see nothing. But to me, that's my whole thing, right? As long as it's consensual.
Yeah, as long as
I don't think anything's wrong with it, right? Like I said, if what Diddy's doing is consensual, gay or not, let him do. Because at this point, it's like everyone in Hollywood knows about the Diddy parties, right? It's like, if you go there, you already know what's up.
Yeah.
Even if like as a regular person, right? Like if you got invited to a Diddy party, right?
I'm thinking the bitches that's about to be there.
No, now you know it's gonna be niggas. But my point is, right?
Yeah.
Moving forward, there should be no surprises to you, right?
Yeah, facts.
Once you decide, like, I'm going there, it's like, all right, bring the Vaseline. Just be ready. Like this.
Bring the Vaseline is wicked.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Would you rather without Vaseline?
Nah.
That's crazy.
I mean, but even look at us, right? And here's my issue, right? We spent so much time talking about this whole Diddy thing, right? And kissed Dan Schneider. And I feel like this is the issue that I'm having with like social media, right? It's like we give so much focus to this situation where it's all speculative.
But we don't know Dan Schneider.
No, we don't know Dan Schneider, but the thing is like but the thing is that here, Josh came out, right, and said, Drake came out, right, and said, this is what's happened to me, and decided to make a whole documentary against the shit, right?
He started it, the kid from Drake and Josh?
Yeah.
Okay, where
he made the episode for the shit, right? And it's like, he came out and decided to do that, right? And it's like, no one's giving that attention. Like, it's not getting it's not part of the conversation.
It got a good amount of attention until the Diddy shit came out. They buried it. Like, they buried the Nickelodeon shit.
But that's what I'm saying, you know? It's like even within ourselves, it's like, here's my part, right? Here's my thing, where it's like, obviously it's what's relevant to us. So we're black people.
So yeah, I think you definitely made a good point, right? It's like, I grew up on Diddy.
Right. Yeah.
Like, I never knew who the fuck Dan Schneider was until last week.
I did grow up on Nickelodeon, though.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying,
sure.
no, I grew up on Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah.
But I never put a face to it, right? Like, I didn't know who this guy was that's producing and running Nickelodeon. But like, Diddy's been in my face my whole life. You know what I mean? Like, this guy's been on MTV. Like, so Diddy was a person you looked up to.
But then think about just in the grand scheme of things, right?
You're watching Making the Band.
Speculation is more solidified than an actual accusations. You know, it's
that's a good point.
You know, it's like we don't know what's been going on with Diddy officially, right? But yet Drake has told us what's been going on with Dan, and it's like we are so focused.
Yo, he was a sick dude, bro. You know what stood out to me about what he did, yo, son? This isn't even the worst thing he did, right? But like, yo, he made one of his like female like writers eat like 2 tubs of ice cream, and he told her he was gonna pay her $300 to do it, and just never paid her. But I was thinking like,
who, Dan?
Yeah,
really?
Like, yo, I'm like, this guy was really fucking sick and twisted. You know, it's like, yo, he just made you eat like 2 tubs of ice cream just as a power flex. You know what I mean? Yo, because he pretty much like hated his working women.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, I heard some wild shit about that, but it's just like, it's also my thing too. Is like, I feel like at this point now we need, like, when shit happens, I feel like people need to bring it out immediately because now we're kind of mixed between, does this person need money or is this person like trying to help people, you know, or expose this person? You know what I'm saying? Because
that's like Cassie was the one that kind of unveiled all of this shit, you know, and it was all it's clear as day money driven.
Yeah, but she waited for so long. My thing about Cassie is like, yo, I don't know, man, and like if I'm out of line, I'm out of line. But it's like, yo, a lot of the stuff, it's like, yo, you were there doing it with him. Now my thing was like, did he physically force you? Was it all forced, or did you partake on it willingly?
Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, you dated that man for years.
Yeah, you were around that. You was with the shits.
Yeah, and you didn't say nothing, so you're part of it. You're his Giselle.
Because then like
you're his Giselle Maxwell.
Because then a lot,
right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because then a lot of the victims coming out now, right? You were part of that situation, right? And then, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Mm-hmm. But that's what it seems like to me. That's a good comparison. Yo, is Cassie the same as Giselle Maxwell? You know what I mean? Is that like the equivalent? Like,
the only thing is
did
that
she do for Diddy?
Giselle was more.
What the other one did for Epstein?
Was more loyal?
Giselle was more loyal to Jeffrey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, true.
Yeah. Dang.
Giselle started on business. Cassie folded for that 20 mil.
I'd fold for 20 mil.
but Giselle wasn't this dude's girlfriend though.
I think
that
they had
friend.
I know. I think they were
definitely.
They
were definitely fucking with each other, if not in a relationship. Like, she was damn near his recruiter.
Yeah, dang,
yo, because that's one thing that like a lot of these situations have, right? It's usually not the guy setting the situation up. They usually get a woman to do it, which to me, so your Cassie comparison isn't too off, because it's like, yo, what was Cassie's part in it throughout the whole time?
Yeah. But don't even, like, in strip clubs they have the mom, the house mom.
Yeah, absolutely. So imagine a guy being the house mom, like, it doesn't work. Yo. It's not comfortable.
Yo, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, women, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. My only hope, like I said, is that we, above all of this, did he wrong, right, whatever, we give Dan the same energy. You feel me? Like, I feel like we need to give him the same energy that we're giving Diddy. And it's like, is it gonna happen? No, because there's funny memes already about Diddy, and it's like, it's kind of pop culture at this point, where it's not, we're kind of disassociating the acts with like the banter about the whole situation, the humor about the whole situation.
The thing is, like, the damn one, like, there's nothing really. It's just like dark.
Right.
Oh, it's nothing like,
there's no funny stuff. There's no memes. There's no nothing about
this
that.
This guy was just a fucked up person.
Really?
Right. And it's like,
I mean, essentially, there's nothing really funny about the Diddy one too, if it's true. But
is Dan still alive? Sorry.
Yeah, he's still around.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah, and he didn't flee the country. He's not getting raided by the FBI. You know, like, it's like,
you guys probably collecting Nickelodeon royalties.
Right. Still to this day, and it's crazy that Diddy had to sell Revolt. He had to like disconnect from what else? His other brand, his other deals that he had. Yeah, he literally today, or not this week, he ended up selling everything.
Shares for Revolt and stuff. Yeah, that's crazy.
It's crazy that, like, you know, we come to this point. But I mean, and it could also be a distraction from this whole
the Baltimore Bridge
shit. Yeah.
A distraction from the Baltimore Bridge. So
because some people are speculating that it's kind of like a 9/11 ish, where it's like dynamite was planted and it was detonated.
I mean, bro, that bridge fell apart like it was built with like sticks and fucking glue.
Right.
They did say that. I did hear that the bridge, the way that the collapse happened was like, but I think it was like what 1970 something that it was built, and then that was a big ass boat.
Yeah, it was just like it pretty much was just waiting for a good wind to knock it down.
Right.
Yeah, that
shit. It did fall like immediately. Like one part hit and then it just collapsed. But I mean, maybe that was part of like the design of it, so that way.
I ain't gonna hold you. That kind of makes a little bit of sense though, because so me being a fireman, I don't know if I told you guys, but like the way they built stuff back in the day was a lot more stronger than today's construction, right? Hell yeah. So back in the day,
even like cars and shit.
Yeah, back in the day, like houses were made with, like real wood, like 2x4s, shit like that. Nowadays, it's more so just like pieces of
compressed wood.
Compressed wood, exactly. And then it's just like, and then that shit heats up like that. Like a lot of the stuff that's plastic now, it take forever for those homes or certain things. Like back in the day, airplane hit the Empire State Building. Shit still standing, as opposed to the World Trade Center. It's like, they call it like lightweight construction, lightweight metal, just to
but it's also
save
like
on cost.
Same thing with like with vehicles, like I said, like back in the day, like cars were heavy and they weren't aerodynamic and they were hunks of metal, and when they crashed, a lot of parts would like kill the driver, like now they end up like, I think they call it like crumple zones where like where a car crashes, it has certain weak points that it folds in order to save the person's life.
I mean, I'm cool with the cars being that, but like, I think my bridges, I want them strong.
Right.
I mean, bro, it's funny. It's like, like we said, ever since that fucking movie Leave the World Behind came out, like every month, it's like something like
kind of lining up for that shit.
Really, I didn't see the movie, but
you gotta watch that one. Yeah, Leave the World Behind. Watch that for sure.
It's like an End of America movie, and it's like there's actually in the movie there's a boat that crashes into shore, just like that.
I think it's directed by Barack Obama.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, I gotta tap into that.
Yeah, I think it's by the Obamas, not even the Barack.
You know what's crazy? You know what's annoying me about that Baltimore shit too? Is like, did you see the mayor come out and like make a statement?
The black dude, right? Yeah, and they feel some type of weight towards him.
It's like, the guy's worried about like getting people out the water, saving lives, and all this other shit, right? And they're like commenting on how the fuck he looks, and he had a varsity jacket on. Like, the racism be so.
But I ain't gonna hold you. When I seen it, I'm like, I skipped by it. I didn't think nothing of it until the headline said Baltimore mayor. I was like, oh shit, that's the mayor. Oh, that's what's up. Right. Now let me go listen. It's kind of bad on my part too, but.
Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The Baltimore mayor looks like I could see him at a club, like on a Friday night. Like, I'm gonna see him out.
But ain't that Baltimore though? I guess in a sense, like
that's a good point.
My nigga chilling, like
but that shit's crazy though.
We want our people to be well versed and not conform to the norms, right?
You definitely want like politics, like, or people in political positions to be relatable, and somewhat like similar to you, but it's like. Maybe sometimes like, I need you to like not too similar.
Yeah, that's
like a hood nigga.
Yeah,
let's get it together.
We get scared for that. We get nervous. Like, damn, please say this word right. Please say this word right. Like,
please don't make us look stupid.
Please don't make us look crazy. Like it's like that. But like, I go through the same shit as a lieutenant. Like, I'm a lieutenant. A lot of people, you go through my page, that's the last thing you're gonna think of me. You feel me? So it's just like. I understand it. Even like as of recently, like I've been up for a promotion and I got skipped for it. And I believe it's because of my outside life. You feel me? It's do we want this person to like
be the representative?
But it's just like I could name a bunch of fucking weirdos on the job, that are like you want this person representing you?
You know what? Like I'll say one thing that white people are pretty good at is like they're outside appearance of work is usually kind of like tied into their actual work
for
life.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where,
it's
bro,
life.
I know what you mean. Like, I work in a professional setting, right? Like, I work in a hospital, right? And it's just like the code switching that I do is crazy.
Oh my god!
Because it's like,
bro. I'm tired of it.
I can't bring my real self into the work, especially because like, I got tattoos.
Yeah.
I got longer hair. Sometimes I go in there with braids. And it's just like,
but then vice versa.
because I walk into a patient room sometimes and they're like, oh, like, are you the janitor?
Yeah,
like, it's like, no, like, I'm not. I'm like, I'm actually here to take.
Bro, but then vice versa. You can't bring your work self into the hood. Niggas gonna look at you like a cornball. You feel me?
I don't even see, but that shit I don't even fuck about anymore because it's like, like I've given up on that. I don't give a shit about that.
But I thought that, but my reception to with music and being a DJ has been pretty good.
Okay,
you feel me? I've always been kind of surprised. Like, I'm around artists who talking about craziness, and it's just like, yo, I appreciate y'all. You know, like being cool, like, you know, being open to talk about that. But also feel like with those people who connect their home life and work, their home life sucks. They don't have any outlets like that.
Well, see, that's a good point, yo. Because my thing is like, yo, once I clock out, I'm no longer that.
Yeah,
not,
exactly.
Like, that's not who I am. Like, that's just a place
That'd
where
be
I
their
go
full
to
identity
to make money. Like, so people that like their home life and their work life like coexist in a sense. I know what you mean. Like, yo, they have you have nothing to your personality. Like, that's
nothing.
Just like, you're not a real person to me.
They go home and that's who they are. Like, especially as with firemen and other firemen, they go home and they try and talk to their family or try and lead their family the same way they would. You can't lead your family the same way you lead firemen. Like, our shit is off of ego and strength and bruteness. Like, that shit, it don't fly in at home. Trust me.
Yo, speaking of DJing, man, I know you got you working on another tape, right?
Yes, I am. So it's World Class Music Volume 2.
Okay.
The first one I did had really good success.
When did it come out?
It came out June of last year.
Oh, so you're doing it like back-to-back years?
Yeah. Just trying to have something consistent.
Yo, what do you consider what made it successful to you?
Just the reception, so it was comprised of all local artists within Hartford, but
only Hartford.
As
like,
right now.
You did it on purpose?
Yeah. Because
like,
that's what I know.
You don't want to like branch out in other cities.
At some point, I do.
Okay.
But I know Hartford, and I understand who we really listen to or who we really like. Okay. You know, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of misconceptions. Oh, is Anoy gonna be on your tape? Anoy's from Bloomfield. Okay. Granted, he reps, you know,
he's like I think he's one of Connecticut's biggest artists.
Yeah, one of our and I would love to have him on the tape, but this one is just specifically for the community that I grew up, the community that I know, and a lot of people were super receptive to it because it's just like, yo, this is what Hartford sounds like. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo, who was your favorite artist on the first one?
On my first one, I kind of have like two. Whoa, damn, no. So my favorite actually passed away. My boy Cool Q.
Okay.
He helped me executive produce the tape. He was on he was track 1 and track 2. And he was like giving me like the backing, like, okay, I figured it out. This is what I'm doing. And then he got killed. And it's just like, and he was super talented, super talented. So I would have to say he was my favorite. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but other than that, like, it just one of the biggest things was I had different people from different hoods on the same tape as well. People that didn't like each other. So, you know, that,
I mean, how did that go over in the streets?
A lot of people just respected it. Like, how did he make that happen? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But at the same time, with certain individuals, obviously the competition factor, who had the harder song, that type of thing. But it did pretty well. It did very well. It got a lot of good reception, and it connected a lot of people in my professional world to people that we serve in our community. Like, yo, this person, you just helped this person the other day, like when they went through some shit or whatnot. So they got to get introduced to a whole different world of people. Even like the 203 with bars on the I-95 and people that are fans of me over in New Haven. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it kind of worked out.
What song did the best?
This kid named Zay Bucks. It's called Active, and he's just like, he talks super spicy, like super spicy. And it's kind of like a Detroit beat. It's not a Detroit flow, but a Detroit
you know what,
beat.
Speaking of that Detroit shit, what did you see that DJ Michi thing?
You guys continue this conversation. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, that was a big thing.
What did you think about DJ Michi saying that about Connecticut rappers not thinking they're Detroit?
So the thing with me is, like, I understand what he's saying. There's some people who do it, and it is like, bro, like, you're sounding just like Young Rio or Peasy or one of these dudes. And it's just like, but there's some people, especially in Hartford, we've kind of adapted to it where it's like, it's mixed with drill in Detroit.
Okay.
You know, so it's like they're getting on Detroit beats, but they're talking like hood shit, hood drama, and like, you know, op shit, you know?
Okay.
But I don't think it's any different from drill music, right? Like drill started in Chicago, went to New York, and went to England, right? And it's almost like its own genre, if you will, right? So I just think that, you know, let people do them, you know? Like in Hartford, we have this notion like, yo, New Haven dudes want to sound like New York, if you will, because the drill shit. Yeah. But if that's what they want to do, that's what they do.
Do you think it's an issue Connecticut artists suffer with right now, is like finding their own voice instead of like trying to adapt to like others?
Yeah, I definitely think so. I think everywhere in Hartford, New Haven, wherever you go, because it's like we don't have an artist that's blown up within Connecticut that we could say is our own sound or is the Connecticut sound. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, so what do? We do what we like. You understand what I'm saying? And
I mean, you're gonna mirror what you typically listen to, right? So yo, like ironically enough, if you listen to a lot of Detroit rappers, and you're a rapper yourself, you're probably gonna emulate them without
for sure, not
even
knowing.
Actually like consciously doing it.
Yeah, for sure. So I think like I wasn't mad at it at all. Michi has his, you know, Michi is outside and he sees a lot. Granted, he may not see, you know, the trenches like that, but you know, you have to respect his opinion in some sort, and you have to.
He works in potentially the only hip hop station in Connecticut,
for real.
So it's like obviously he has like the base to have an opinion. Right?
Yeah, I think that is a time where, as an artist, you have to look at yourself and say, "Is he talking about me?" If the shoe fits, then you gotta wear it. But at the same time, if you could say, "Yo, no, I added my spin to it, and this is my spin," then you know. But I think that we do have a sound. Just a lot of people don't really want to use it like that. So we have like the whole like Chill Shump with the Gank It rhythm type vibe, the Snopra type of vibe. Yeah, like
but she had a little buzz for a while and then kind of I don't know what happened to her.
I feel like I'm not sure if you're privy to that whole situation, but Snopra, that video that she shot, that song was heavily inspired by Hartford.
You know, ironically enough, she probably doesn't know this. I'm actually in one of her music videos in the opening on my bike.
Really?
Yeah, I'll show you afterwards. Yeah. We were randomly riding our motorcycles in Bridgeport while she was shooting a music video. And then just asked us to be in it. Like I'm in the opening scene. It's actually before I had a beard and like my hair, but like weird.
Yeah, so that was like a big thing because like the dance originated in Hartford. She met this kid named Zoe. Gangstalicious, and he taught her to dance, and she loved the vibe, and she created her own thing with it. But in Hartford, it was just more so like this was a dance that you could not do. Like if it basically like made it seem like you were from that area, that neighborhood, if you did that dance.
Kind of like set tripping.
Yeah, like a Crip Walk or some shit like that. Right. But what happened is over the years, you know, they made it just popular and added different twists to it. So when she did it,
you got Chinese people Crip walking.
You saw that guy at the bus stop Crip walking. Is he waiting for the bus? That shit was kind of fucking crazy.
When she did it, you know, she got a lot of slack. Like, yo, da-da-da-da. But my thing is, I tell a lot of people, if you're not in your music videos doing it or pushing it, you can't get mad when someone else does. You know, so
if you're not promoting it, it's like
so. I don't know if that maybe she put out a project. She actually put out a project the same time I did, and
last year.
Yeah, last year. She beat me out. Her project was rated #1 on two times top 10 list. I was #2.
Okay,
but she's active still. But yeah, I wasn't sure. Maybe that kind of deterred her a little bit with so much slack coming from a city, you know. But I like her music.
I mean, bro, that's one thing about like being in the content space, yo. You think you don't care what people think until what they
start
think
happening
is not nice. Yo, when you start getting like constant negative comments on your social media, that shit starts eating you up.
Oh, I could imagine. Like shit, I played a song for like a newer song for like my ex one time, and she was like, like that's cool. And like I didn't talk to her again for like months because it's like that's when I realized how sensitive I was about, you know, creating.
Oh, 100.
Yo, did you hear that song that Drake dropped like a minute ago where he was like, that's when you told me Trey Songz was bigger than me? And, and he was like, he ended up putting it in a song. Like that shit hit him enough to where he had to drop that in the line, you know?
Yo, people don't like realize how much, when you create content, it's like your baby in a sense. Like you put a lot of work into it, right? So when you don't get the reaction you think you deserve, you definitely get sensitive about it. It's like, it's like cooking for someone, they don't like the food you made. It's like,
that shit.
Well, fuck you and your taste buds, you know what I
mean?
I think the line was, that's when she told me she's bigger than, I'll be no bigger than Trey Songz, boy, was she wrong, or some shit like that.
I know.
You love Drake for shit like that.
For being being real about it.
You've been in those situations where it's like, yo, shit, like, y'all remember that type of situation or going through something like that.
It's relatable, you know? Like,
super relatable. I fucks with Drake.
So what's how's the second project coming along so far?
It's coming out a little difficult, you know, like we said, with certain artists, like so it's like a DJ Khaled type of thing where like I'm, begging artists for their songs, and it's just like, bro, I know, like, I'm probably the only person begging you for a song. You giving me a hard ass time, like, come on, bro.
And we chopped it up a little bit, right? And it's like that's the fucking main issue. Even we as a platform have a Connecticut artist. It's like the ego that you guys have, is unreal. Like, you gotta humble yourself and and be real with yourself. Like, your name probably isn't really ringing bells like you think it is, and you gotta start being more humble and start working with like fellow content creators in Connecticut. I mean, and like I said, we've kind of been a little snobby lately. We haven't been taking on as much guests as we were before, and a big part of it is we're kind of fed up with like just going through it with like a lot of Connecticut creators. It's just like, y'all like think y'all shit don't stink in a sense, and then you guys act like you're doing us a favor, and it's just like it's like, why deal with it? You know what I mean? I bet it's almost discouraging to you, right? It's like, you're like trying to work with these artists, essentially helping them out, because you're gonna give them this dope content, good music, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, you're giving me a hard time.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to. I have a vision for something, and it's just like trying to market and promote. Like you see what I do, you see what I'm about. Like, bro, like it ain't that deep, but I think some people are scared to jump off the porch sometimes. Especially getting into the studio with some of these individuals, you realize some of them aren't that confident. You know, like
I see that.
Damn.
Yeah, it's surprising to me.
Because it's one thing when you're rapping in front of your friends at your house where you're like in your own little get like set up, but it's like once you come out of that comfort zone. You get exposed very quickly.
Yeah, super.
I mean, we see it here, Paul. Like, people will come on here and like freeze up on the cameras. It's like they'll just stay here between. They'll watch me and him talk for 20 minutes. It's like,
jump in. You feel me? Like,
it is scary, but you just have to put yourself out there and just try. Like, you're gonna make mistakes every now and then. You may say some shit, but at the end of the day, but it's crazy when the lights come on. People do even like with Bars on 995. Like, there's certain artists that. You see on these platforms, but in hindsight, bro, they're taking 20, 30 takes to get their shit off, bro.
We've been there.
No,
you know what's crazy?
Bro,
so have you guys touched on Bars on 95 at all?
All
right, so what's crazy for us is like, we see these bigger platforms, and I'm thinking like, y'all don't go through this shit. You feel me? Like, if Bars on 95 hit y'all up, like they're not delaying you guys. They're not showing up to things.
What?
They're not being prepared, but you're telling me that this is really happening?
What, bro? It be some of your favorite artists that be like, yo, like, it's like, bro, like a natural reaction is hard to duplicate, bro. There's times like, sometimes like, I'll give you a hint, right? That that this person isn't on their first, it's not a one take type of shit. Just look at either the DJ or the host, like, if it's a forced reaction, it's probably been a couple takes.
Right.
We're a little tired,
bro. We had one person come on here. It was 1 minute. The freestyle was 1 minute 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Took 6 hours?
No, it didn't take 6. It took from 5 to 7:30.
So, all right, I exaggerate.
Two and a half hours.
It took someone 2.5 hours to rap 60 seconds on here.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
6-0 seconds.
Yo, it's like
1 minute.
Yo,
bro.
it's like to us, it's like, yo, you're disrespecting us because you didn't come here prepared. That's how I look.
We get it, like sometimes when you shoot things, like you get stage fright, you trip up, like it's time to shoot. Like no matter how much you rehearse, no matter how much you prepare, sometimes like just being up there, it just fucks you up, bro. I hate public speaking, right? So like in school, that was never my public. So even this right now, like it took some time to get it used to. But to come on a platform just not prepared, not know your own lyrics, not to have the beat memorized or the lyrics memorized, trying to remember what you said on a certain line, it's like now you're disrespecting our time because it's like, yo, you're only shooting 60 seconds, right? And it's like it's costing us money. Yeah. And not only now we have the time to edit, we have the time to that we actually take to like sit here and listen to you go over the same line 5 times to get that right. It's like, yo, at least like respect us a little bit, like when you're coming on a platform, be prepared a little bit. Yeah.
It's tough. You're gonna get that with these rappers. I be feeling bad for like the producers who sit there with these artists. How many artists they sit through and hear the same, yo, we about to blow. We it's us. This our year. Like, and you gotta sit there, really listen to this shit and record it for the money. But like with my boy AB, shout out to AB, he's a phenomenal leader. He never shows us that it gets to him. Because once we see that it gets to him, we're gonna
discouraged.
We're discouraged.
No,
we're upset.
I can't say that we don't show that it doesn't get to us, but we're supportive the whole time.
Oh yeah, for
like
sure.
You know what I'm saying, like it's like, yo, we're gonna put our faces on it. Yo, because at the end of the day, we still want you to do your best. Yo, if you do your best, we do our best.
Right.
But like, I think it's just definitely a thing where it's just like, yo, don't be arrogant about your own ability. It's like, yo, everything needs practice. You know what I mean? Yo, even the pros, right? Like you don't become a professional rapper by just phoning it in, right? Like you gotta practice, right? You gotta go over your lyrics. You gotta go over your own music, right? Like just don't think you're gonna do something off just like your talent. Like
some of these dudes, they get high, they drink lean or whatever, and shit comes to them. They just think they're the best creators when they're under the influence.
I mean, bro, I think I'm the best person alive when I'm high as well too. But it's like, yo, when you come down that high and you see like the video footage of yourself, it's like, oh
shit.
Here's one. I'm gonna do something right now, right? And I'm gonna be in a place of like vulnerability, right? You're probably gonna hate me for this, right? But we fuck up all the time, right? We make mistakes all the time. And one thing that has stuck out to us is one person in particular, which you guys have not saw, is Roller Rest, right? We fucked up on her video completely, right? And honestly, to Roller Rest, I want to just say we apologize to it. It was a fuck up on our end, But there's a difference between like a situation like that where like you completely actually make a mistake, right? And obviously, we reach out, we apologize, we do our best that we can, No one's perfect. But like we said, when you just come up here and you're just not respectful at all, it's just like, come on, man. Like, like
it be like that, like the disrespect. But one thing what I've been learning is that when a person is disrespectful or untasteful to you, 9 times out of 10 they're like that with other people as well. And you see that they don't get too far within them being that type of individual.
Especially in this business, man, where like, yo, skills definitely a major part, but connections is almost as
for sure.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
yo, you don't want to be out here just like pissing people off.
Yeah. And it after time will tell, like it shows. So it's tough, but we deal with it a lot of times, whether we're in LA and we're renting a studio, we're in New York renting a studio. It's one time I fell in LA, like Nipsey boys. You feel me? Like, and I'm falling asleep. I wake up, he's staring at me. I'm like, oh shit. Like, but it's just like, and then sometimes people got real shit on their mind too, though. Like niggas, so it's tough, but you just gotta get through it. And
which artists that you were like there for like impressed you the most? So they're like, damn, like this guy just killed it, like first or second try.
So we just had OT.
Genesis?
No, not that's the black dude, right? OT the Real, the white dude.
Okay.
And it was
the guy from the white guy was it you guys? That's like he kind of went viral recently.
Yes, it's been going viral.
He's tatted up.
I think so, but he was like spazzing.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
bro,
he was
crazy.
spazzing. But that was a live audience. You know, that was at this guy, he has a smoke shop in Holyoke, Mass. Roland J's, Steve LaBelle. He's
I just heard about Holyoke.
Yes, he huge, like been within the industry for years, and he wanted us to come and do a taping. And so many other artists had bailed on us. Dave East was supposed to come, Mano was supposed to come, a bunch of people, and they bailed. And OT the Real came and tore it down one take in front of mad people.
Bro, you know what's crazy? I usually have like a biased opinion when it comes to white rappers, right?
Yeah.
And like you just kind of brush them off immediately.
Just brush them to the side, bro. Yeah. It's like, all right, whatever. Like, the fuck you went through. And it's like,
you didn't suffer,
right? And it's like when he started rapping, I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah,
you feel me? It's like
spaz.
And it's crazy. That's the reason why I said I don't know if it was your platform or another's, because I was so focused on him rapping that I didn't even get to see like where he was at. I was just like, damn, this guy's just kind of crazy.
You seen it in his eyes. Like a lot of, I think another reason it went viral because some people feel like he might have been on drugs. The way his eyes was so big, and he was just spazzing. Like it was just like it was crazy, but. That impressed me as of recently. There's been like other platforms. I mean, not other platforms, but other artists that have definitely on other platforms too that have really impressed me.
When you guys did Dame Lillard, how was that? Like
that was dope. Just the experience in general, just shooting out to Portland, Oregon. I'm like, the fuck is out there? Right. But Dame, he had his perfect situation.
Oh, you guys went to them?
Yeah, we went.
So not all the time do they come to you guys?
Nah, like we've been, and that was around like COVID time where like we're like we gotta go out and get it.
Right.
So and that helped us out a lot. But going to Portland, Oregon, and seeing like his situation, like he had this guy whoever created Nike SB Dunks, he had this house. He was from, and also the Nike
warehouse.
Place.
Yeah,
warehouse
it's better out of there.
Yeah, out of there. So he had this house, which was hella memorabilia, a studio, bedrooms, basketball court.
Oh, y'all went in his crib?
This wasn't a Damian Lillard's crib. This was a place that he recorded his music at.
Okay.
But it had everything
like
in it. It was like what's the guy, Rob, the skate guy?
Oh, like the factory.
Rob it was like that. Factory, Rob, it was just like that.
Okay.
You know, so going there, seeing that, I'm not even a huge basketball guy like that. Like I stopped, we got a jersey, he signed it for us, but it was very interesting. It was a dope experience. And it's just like, granted, like I, missed work, missed out on overtime, paid for a flight, but not too many people could say they have a Dame
sometimes experience
like that,
Not too many people could say they have a Dame Lillard drop or they have certain things. I have like a Hit Boy beat. When Hit Boy did his freestyle, he got on his beat. I have that shit on my laptop. Like
that's dope, yo.
So like little stuff like that, I definitely appreciate, the opportunity to be a part of bars and see different things. That's my main goal. I don't want to be a DJ to be in the clubs. I want to travel. I want to go on tour. So
one thing I've been having lately is like, and maybe this is like kind of one of those like skills that you want to acquire like after you hit 30 years old. It's like you just want to start like collecting skills as like Pokemon cards or some shit, right?
Yeah.
But I do want to like get into DJing a little bit. Yeah, I do want to like learn like
just
how
randomly?
Just like randomly. Like I was just like, I want to learn how to like DJ and like scratch and mix stuff back and back. I think my biggest fight is because of clubs. Like I feel like DJs aren't hitting like how they used to hit. Like they're not setting the crowd up. I feel like they're just going straight to hood music and like they're not really like prepping the scene as much.
I don't understand how anyone could be a bad DJ because it's like, you know what people like to listen to. Like, what's the popular song. I don't understand how y'all blow it.
It's
it's like,
nah, it's funny because
it's like, you know people like this type of music. Like these songs are popular. It's like, I think a lot of DJs fuck up by like, you know what? I know what's popular. I know what people want to listen to.
But they haven't heard this shit.
But you know what? Let me play what I like.
There is that, but there also is a time and a place, right? So you may show up to the club at 10 and the cool kids may show up at 12. At 10 o'clock, there's no reason you should be playing Sexy Red at 10 o'clock.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That should
the
be
club's
like,
not packed yet.
Right.
There's no one there. So sometimes you have to like wait it. You have to, build the club up right? Until it gets to that time.
They don't even do that. I feel like right now, and this is my pet peeve with DJs, right? Which is why, like, I kind of want to get into DJing. Yeah. Not to say like I'm a performer anywhere.
I got into
DJing.
So you can change the game up?
Huh?
So you can change the game up?
Not even to do that. Like, I don't even know if I'll perform or do anything, you know? Just be like, my biggest thing is like one day be like, yo, like, can I take over for a second? And just do my...
This is how it's done.
Let me do my thing real quick and just jump off. I don't even really want to get booked for anything. I just want to like get the spot lit. My biggest thing is like, I feel like right now, they're going straight to like hood nigga music, like deep ass fucking like...
It's all trap. It's like
all trap music. And it's like, bro, like, nobody want to hear, like, there's a select class. Yeah, you got the boogers that want to listen to that shit. And you got the fucking
the hood dudes.
The hood dudes that want to listen to that.
But it's like listen to
the shit that like gets us lit. Like,
dance music.
So like reggae?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course.
So
you gotta, I feel like, bro, if your set don't have reggae in it, you're lacking. Quits. Bro, you're lacking. If you're not touching 2011 vibes, like 2000, come on, bro.
So that's the thing. So like there's so many. So this is the thing with DJing, right? So you have people who like reggae.
Yeah.
But I think everyone likes it. Like,
exactly.
But there's different.
When I say reggae, I think we're like primarily talking about dancehall, right?
Yeah.
But it's like, who doesn't like it?
But there's certain.
If you don't like dancehall, you shouldn't be at the party.
Facts. But there's different levels to dancehall.
Okay.
So there's people that come up to me and ask me, I want to hear reggae. And it's like, okay. Then I have to kind of judge them. I have to do a quick assessment. I have to do a quick assessment. Okay. She wants to hear Sean Paul right now.
Okay. All right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She wants to hear Give Me the Light right now. You understand what I'm saying? And then there's people, that want to hear the Vibes Cartel. They want to hear that type of shit. But then there's so much lit reggae out right now too that they may
nobody want to hear that. Okay. Nobody want to hear that shit. Yeah. Like, yo, anything after like 2015, nobody give a fuck about. Bro, maybe broke your back and that's it. Like,
I feel like it's an easy transition too, because like even like people like Drake gets a lot of shit for his like reggae mixes, but they're fucking fire. Yo, play a little. Yo, like here's the
warm us up to that.
All right, yo, start trap, trap. Drake, reggae, full on dancehall.
He gets it. You feel me?
Yo, all right, and then we'll end it with a little nightcap, a little bit of R&B.
A little
R&B, a little reggaeton.
How much Drake are you playing in the club though? How much Drake really gets you lit? How much Drake gets you lit?
Do you know what Drake is?
I could give you an hour and a half of lit Drake right now.
Really?
Bro, I'm not even no funny shit, bro. I feel like Drake is like the perfect transition. He's a perfect transition.
He's a
like when you want to transition from a genre, bro, you can automatically go to this nigga and he has a hit in every genre essentially. Like I'm obviously not A-rap music, but like the music that's getting played in like fucking clubs, you know, like if you want to go to like dance hall or reggaeton, bro, he got a song for that. If you want to go to like reggae, he got a song for that. If you want a song for dance hall, he got that shit. You feel me?
It's funny that you say this.
Bro, even like Afro beats, like play some like.
No, I love Afro beats.
But I just feel like not all obviously, right? But it's like so many DJs. I feel like they don't assess the dance floor. And I feel like we're in a generation where like a lot of people, it's just VIP service, all this stuff. Like it's not really like, there's no vibes. There's no vibes. I get that, right? But it's like, look around, right? Is anybody bopping their head? Is anybody like vibing with you? If you look around, you don't see it, like you gotta change.
It's on you, something gotta change.
Because the DJ is the heart of the party.
Bro, they fucking come in and start playing Rallo Rodriguez off the cuff, like off the cuff. Like, yes, his music is hot. We get it, right? But it's like it's not getting us lit. So like once that dance hall start hitting, bro, I feel like everybody sits there and they rap the lyrics and they do this shit or they stand on the side. But the majority of people, they're literally not enjoying themselves.
You know what it is, trap music is foreplay. I feel like a lot of DJs, y'all start off with trap music, you get the people going, right? But eventually, enough trap music, it just gets played out, right? You kind of just like, you're like, fuck it. It's like, y'all getting people here, right? Y'all getting people here, and it's time to climax. You guys just get soft on us. It's like boom, it goes downhill.
You keep going to fucking trap music.
Sometimes, so it's important. A lot of people don't really know not just because a person is a DJ, that doesn't mean they have every song made to man in their fucking laptop.
But I don't think you need every song made to man. I think there's like the recipes.
You have the. I feel like, bro, I'm not letting up on y'all DJs.
Yeah, no,
right?
that's
I'm not gonna let up on you. You guys
go.
have the blueprint of like what gets a club lit, right? You play the hits, you play the slow shit initially, right? The bangers, right? Mm-hmm. Then when the night starts getting packed up, 11 o'clock ish, you start going to the trap music, getting everybody rowdy, getting everybody loose a little bit, right? Yeah. 12 o'clock hit, you start hitting them hitters, right?
What's the hitters?
I'm talking about like the songs that it's like whatever genre.
Yo, are we talking trap?
Even whether it be trap or whether you're transitioning, whether I feel like around 12:30, you gotta start transitioning, right? You're hitting you're hitting the bangers, right?
Yeah.
Yo, we need asses shaking. That's what, but not asses shaking by themselves. We need asses on other on
by 12:30, the latest. Like you need to be on reggae. Yeah, and I'm talking about that prime 2009 to 2012 vibes Movado beef reggae. Yeah. You need that shit right, bro. Rhythm. By 12:30, the latest, nigga. You feel me?
It's funny because you're actually talking to me. I'm one of those individuals. I love to play new trap, new reggae. Right? I have the old stuff too. But it's just like, and it depends where you're at too, because I feel like I'm not gonna get the reggae that I get in Hartford and New Haven, right? And in New Haven, you're gonna get a lot more drill and a lot more, light work type music, and you're not gonna get none of that in Hartford. You understand what I'm saying?
I'm telling you,
but it's important to know the type of DJ that you're booking or the type of DJ you're going to see. Some people are experts in certain stuff, and some people aren't, and there's so much DJ drama, so much beef, because a party may have 4 DJs, right? 3 DJs, especially in Hartford. So granted, it's supposed to start off slow. You start off with your R&B, then it starts, you can hit them with some Afro beats. Then as it start getting closer, me personally, I'll start going into reggae, right? Now 12 o'clock hits, I'm probably going to hardcore trap. For the real,
they fucked up, bro. After 12:30, no more trap,
bro. Y'all hit the hardcore trap at 12:30, and then wonder why there's a fucking fight by 12:38.
Bro, true. By 12:30, they should be after 12:30. No more trap music. Not a single fucking news. Bro, nothing after 2015.
I'll put it like this, bro.
Music, bro.
I am not a thug by any means. You start playing trap music at 12:35 when I have liquor and hookah on me. I turn into fucking like BBC One State Property. Like, yo, is he staring at me? Is he calling me a pussy?
Bro. And I feel like, bro, I said this on Facebook the other day. Girls set the standard. Girls set the vibe for clubs, right?
True.
So like, if a club is lit, it's because girls are fucking having fun. If a club is dead, girls are sitting around not doing shit. What get girls lit? Fucking ass shaking music. You feel me? You gotta get them. You gotta get them up by. Bro, I don't want to hear no trap music after 12:30.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
You might get a pass for Dreams and Nightmares and Meek Mill, but I'm tired of hearing that shit too. Like at the end of
it,
that's
a safe space.
That is like
once you're, because sometimes you have times where you don't know what to play.
Right.
And on the top of my head is Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares. Is Fantasia When I See You,
of course.
And fucking I'm a boss. Like those are like, if I get stuck, this is what I'm going to. You feel me?
Those are your wild cards.
Yeah, but
no, those are like the cheat codes.
Super cheat codes. But even like a big misconception, right? The strip club. Mm-hmm. You want girls to dance, right? But honestly, you want men to throw money. So you have to play straight trap. You have to make them feel like they a boss. I'm not, and that's just in the strip club.
I'm not applying any of the stuff we just said or any of the rules in the strip club. The strip club is its own animal.
That's its own playing ground.
No, but I understand. Like you're like, if you guys came to Hartford, I would tell you guys to go to a Soul Baila, the Russell, those places. You're gonna get that. But Rum Punch Thursdays, you're gonna get a lot of ass shaking, but they not. Bitches don't dance on guys like that no more.
Yo, women don't dance on men in Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
You go down south.
Oh, yeah.
That's a different vibe.
State. Even New York, bro. They fucking, they get lit.
Yeah. But like, that like dancing's done in Connecticut. Like that's just gone. That's just, but
it's tough.
How much of is it the DJ's fault?
I can see that.
You're not getting them loose enough.
Hold them accountable. I
you gotta play music that makes them make bad decisions.
The thing with me is I'm blessed to have a job to where I don't need to. I take gigs based on if it fit who I am.
Okay.
So I'm not. I hate doing baby showers. I hate doing that type of stuff. Or even if it's a fucking Brazilian party. I don't have Brazilian. I have one song that Popoyo or whatever the fuck that song, the popular Brazilian song out right now. But
FYI, or just a quick side note, yo. So I just went to my second Brazilian wedding in my life. I'm gonna make this statement. Brazilian weddings are the littest weddings you're ever gonna go to.
Really?
Like, it's insane. I've been to two just Brazilian weddings. The way these people party, which essentially are my people, at weddings are next level.
Like the dancing and stuff?
What?
The dancing and stuff? Yeah. Like they get loose.
I don't know.
Everything.
Indians seem like they get lit.
Have you been to an Indian wedding?
No.
Don't talk about it, right?
I've seen the videos.
That's just hater shit right there. Like, guy's never been to an Indian wedding but wants to disagree with me. Like, what are you talking about, man? But insane. Like, I just went to one. I just went to a Brazilian wedding in Brazil.
Yeah.
It's
in Brazil?
It's crazy. They're crazy.
I feel like it's the footwork, and that's why they're so great soccer players.
It's like everyone dances. Like, it's just like older people, younger people. Like, it's everyone's drinking, dancing. It's just like it's like a collective vibe.
Right. And just straight Brazilian music.
Oh, they mix it up.
So like mix it up with what? Like
literally everything. See the thing about Brazilian people is they love American music.
Okay.
Like, just I feel like that's like the rest of the world though. Mm-hmm. Like, America has such an influence.
So they playing Bad Bunny at a Brazilian party.
I didn't hear too much Spanish music there.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like popular Americans, like rap.
Suavemente getting played?
No, I didn't. No, none of that. You don't really hear too much like Spanish music at a Brazilian.
But they got lit music though too.
No, but see, like Brazilian music is like made for women to shake ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it does. But that's what I'm saying.
Their beats are crazy.
Yeah, there's intent. Like there's intent. You know what I mean? Yeah.
The tempo is pretty up there. If
it's crazy.
But yo, stay on the DJ. That's why I got into DJing. Really? I hated what was being played. A lot of DJs feel like they don't have to download music anymore.
Right.
But back in the day, you would go to a party and you'll get on fucking Shazam or not Shazam or LimeWire. And is it the same logo or is some?
I don't know if it's still out.
But you get on LimeWire and you're like, what the fuck was that song that DJ played? It made you want to like find out records. Yeah,
that's a good point, bro. I feel like DJs used to put me onto music, right? Where it's like, I'd go to a club and I'm like, damn, what the fuck is this shit? Like, now it's like
Shazam low key.
Now it's like,
I heard this song 1,000 times. Like,
now they're not downloading music. They're just playing it. If you go to that club consistently every Friday, the set is gonna be the same. You feel me? And that shit gets played out. And for me, it was just like, yo, like, there's so much talent where we're at, bro. This dude got a banger. Why is that song not being played?
What are your thoughts on DJs playing local rappers or local music?
So that's where I come in. That's what I wanted to do. Like, I'm doing it with no fucks given. I'm being, you feel me?
Yo, do these rappers got to pay you?
No, I do it, but it's funny because now Volume 2 out and those same individuals that I've played, they're not really giving me that same respect. And it's like, bro, like I was in Tulum and we made the DJ play a local artist, because the music is just so lit. And a lot of times, depending on how you do it, if you sandwich it between a industry artist and the other side is an industry artist, no one would even know the fucking difference. Right, yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Because the beats are the content, the creative shit it all sounds industry based as well. And it
flows,
too. And it flows. So you could do it, but a lot of them have been scared to, and that's what I wanted to change, So that's when I am in those positions, when I am in those spots, I always say as a DJ, yo, I could sit here and play a bunch of niggas I don't know, but I'm gonna play one nigga I do know.
Yeah, exactly. You feel me? I think that's why when you go back to like New York, what's the difference between New Yorkers and us? I feel like that's one of the things with New Yorkers, like I feel like they play their artists way more than we play our artists.
Yes.
It's like we kind of look at our artists as trash. Like we're trying to be the lit niggas all the time.
That's a good point, bro. I think every Connecticut DJ should play at least one Connecticut artist every night they DJ.
Yeah.
That should be the standard move. So if you're a Connecticut DJ, professionals or not, or even this goes out to the ones on 93.7, y'all should be playing at least one local artist every time you do a set. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying play trash, right? Like obviously play what's good, but just make sure you're showing love to at least one Connecticut artist.
At least
put them on. You feel me? Like they're grinding as well.
I mean, it won't kill you, man.
Like, it's not gonna kill you at all. It's just
you can go back to Meek Mill Dreams and Nightmares right immediately after.
Immediately after.
It's not going nowhere.
Stop the gunman and fucking trap music after 12:30, please. We're begging you.
I love that shit. Bro.
No, after 12:30, cut it down, bro.
That's the one thing that I have to get better on. Really? And I have my laptop is sitting in my bed right now, and I'm just trying to work on the gal tunes. Really? Because it's now I could play soca all night.
Right.
I'm tough with
bro.
Soca.
Run up the soca. They don't play. They don't even push that shit.
Soca's a hit or miss.
Right.
Soca's definitely a hit or miss.
You got it. But it has to flow though.
That's a specific crowd. No, but I think that's a very specific crowd.
You got to flow though.
But I feel like general dance hall. Yeah. Like the dance hall everyone knows, I feel like that's a I think
if you sprinkle in, right, you hit the bangers, right? Like you hit the banger dance hall and you sprinkle in soca every now and then, bro, people are gonna get lit either way. Like you play jump by fucking you play jump by Rupee. Niggas is going crazy over that. You feel me? Like
a lot of times it's timing too.
Right.
A lot of cause especially like baby showers or fucking like a Sweet 16 or some shit like that. A lot of time it's the timing because like sometimes I'm sitting there and I'm watching everybody come in.
Yeah.
And fucking people aren't moving to the point where it's like, fuck, I gotta cut the dreams and nightmares or some shit. But you want to hold off because I didn't know when people really don't eat, they're really angry. Like they're not in a vibe to fucking party.
Have fun, right?
After they eat, bro, and they start drinking, then you're thinking you're trash.
That's me. If I go to like a wedding or like a baby shower, like I usually settle in first before I get into it.
But that's the thing, especially like with black events, people are gonna get there late. People are gonna the food not ready. Yeah. So now you're sitting there struggling, playing all these like warm-up songs, and you're like running through your shit to the point that you're trying to like save the hits for later or when it's supposed to get turned up. So sometimes it's so much shit with it. And then I think I was saying, when you have a bunch of DJs on one set, let's say you're DJing before me, you're going to hit Dreams and Nightmares before I get to it. Because it's just like, yo, I'm about to turn this shit up. Fuck this nigga. Like,
but the thing is, they should. They need to hit that shit before you get to it. Like, they need to. You coming on second, bro, you're supposed to be getting the club jumping. Like, everybody's supposed to leave and not want to fucking leave.
You know what I mean? Like, sure.
Bitches should be sweating.
Yeah.
Niggas should have their clothes half off. Like, that's what I'm telling you. Like, it should be tough. At that point.
True.
DJing is tough. I done fucked up some parties before. Like, people leaving. Like, I come on the set and it's just like, people start. So, it's all a process.
Like, that SpongeBob memes, like, boo! Get this guy stinks.
This guy stinks.
But you got to go through it to
it's a learning experience, man. But bro, I think we'll wrap it up on that, man. Yo, thanks for coming on.
Yo, for sure.
Appreciate when can they expect your tape?
So it should be early or June, sometime in June.
June. Okay, so relatively soon.
Yeah, for sure.
And where can they find you on socials?
So Roman _Abramovich _Carter, or you could just put in DJ Rome or just put in Roman. You should be able to find me at some point.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate you guys.
Great episode. As always, y'all make sure to drop a like, comment, hit that sub button, and we'll see you next episode.
Later.